Well then, I think we should probably do a little bit of a recap. Is there anyone who would like to take it over, or?
I mean,
I
if
have
you
no
need, I
idea what
can. I got
happened,
my
so-
notes from the last session.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, you want me to?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
I
Sorry.
like it when the players kind of tell back, so that way I can kind of see through your eyes as to how everything's been presented.
Gotcha. I personally, at first, found a new document that described certain things that I might be interested in, and so on and so forth. But we first set on a new character, the Pharaoh, who, in this strange dream state, sees an insect auditory experience that has ghastly ships, hundreds of them, coming out from the center of this sun that turns into this large-scale eye staring at him. Who then calls their generals for a plan of attack, and after a brief just rundown of what would happen and meeting with their advisor, decided to head north, where they are actually in the cart with both Gale and the general, was it? Or was it colonel?
General.
General, okay. With the general and Gust, who had a...
Wait, hold on. Quick question.
Mhm.
Did I ever get my donut?
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yes! Alright, continue. Sorry.
Good. Where was I? Okay. After some conversation of starting to get to like each other, they formed a somewhat of a camaraderie over just miscellaneous talks. Some language gap, of course, with the general's attitude towards the Pharaoh was complicated. But going back to number 13, and I have it in my notes down as Rabbit, but what's your name again, Tanner? Sorry?
Rabbit.
Lepticus. Lepticus.
Awesome. So, number 13 and Lepticus, both eavesdropping on the guard conversation, decided to leave in a rush, where after some brief conversation about what each of us were doing in town, I had a sort of malfunction where I just said, "You will be found." Instruments and clothes are foreign and not fit for cold climates, I found that Lepticus was wearing. Set with a rapier and dagger for weapons. Sorry, that was just general notes on what you're wearing. There we go. And this strange sorceress, which we later find out, was looking at us after we went to the nearest inn to talk about just plans and make some extra gold. I started sweeping the saloon while Lepticus started playing some music for the inn. The sorceress found us and decided to let us in on the hunt for the people who were making ice sculptures out of townsfolk and houses. After a bit of conversation, we also talked about the Umbra Codex that we actually got to see inside. That talked about the Shadow Legion and something about Black Star and other strange things, occurrences that this book could do. After a fight with the three people who are suspected to be the town ice sculpture makers, quote unquote, we defeated all of them, except number one, who, after getting beat down, spewed black oil that engulfed Penumbra. And after that black oil just engulfed her completely, we ended the session.
Right. And so, for the sake of a complex scenario here, we're going to start back in Coritos at the exact moment we cut off. And while not necessarily a combat scenario right now, we are going to start an initiative, so that way we just have a steady round timer.
Okay. Do we use the initiative from before or new initiative?
Your call.
I vote new because I don't remember the one from before.
Okay. Works for me.
18 for me.
18. Okay.
I don't exactly recall mine either. I can re-roll.
Okay. Works for me.
I'm glad I did that. Modified 20.
Okay,
Nice.
wow.
Nice.
None of my pens seem
So,
to be working.
just
anymore.
out of character, I am basically out of tricks and magic right now, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hence the reason I'm a bit hesitant and wary. Okay. So... yeah, this might work. And her initiative is... okay.
Oh, all right, hold on. My headphones fell off and my mic. Weird thing. Okay, there we go.
Okay, so yes, you cast sleep on the last of the assassins, and as you're kind of going over to inspect, you kind of see this black ooze that's literally peeling itself out of every pore and orifice of the assailant's body, and kind of due to a failed saving throw at the very tail end of last session, begins kind of enveloping your once ally or acquaintance, perhaps. And
their hands are cut off though. I remember that much.
yes, number one's hands are cut off, and Penumbra, as you've been calling her, she, for those who weren't here, she said to call her by the name of her organization. She's been very cagey about giving a name. And she fell unconscious. And so, as we enter initiative, just for the sake of having a clock, Lepticus, is there anything that you would like to do in this scenario?
In this scenario, they just cut the hands off?
Mm-hmm.
Why did they cut the hands off?
To be cruel and
They wouldn't
capricious.
cast spells.
Well, yeah, that
I-
too.
I asked that. Why'd we cut the hands off?
Cruelty and spellcasting.
No, it wasn't cruel. It was just so that they were casting like a whole bunch of spells that they were doing like hand tricks with. So by cutting off their hands, gagging them, and like tying them up, taking away their spell focus, we could stop them from casting spells theoretically.
Sheesh. Remind me never to get on your bad side. The spellcaster
I
said
think you might be able to
calmly.
do that without cutting their hands off, but okay.
Well, it stopped them from using the hand gestures.
I want to look around and just see if there's anyone else in eyesight.
Right now, there is no one else.
No, I guess I don't have anything I want to really do at the moment. Actually, I will go over to Penumbra and ask who exactly were those people.
She's unconscious.
Oh, right. Okay, I don't do anything then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Penumbra. Oh, you're
Yeah,
unconscious.
she's a little bit out.
Ooh.
And that's good.
Alright.
That's,
Or I could heal her, couldn't I?
you can certainly try.
I think I still have a spell slot of Healing Word. I'll say it's my last one, and I will use Healing Word on Penumbra.
Okay. How much do you heal for?
8 points of health.
Okay, that is good to know. You see kind of life begin to re-enter the form. And it's not the same eyes looking back at you.
I've made a mistake.
You see kind of the oily black tar kind of has seeped around across her, entering her, and you kind of see it begin to fading in, and energy and lights begin to show. And how much health did you heal again? Sorry.
I healed her for 8.
Okay. Doubling her. Okay. And she kind of gasps awake. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Hi. I say, if she's still prone, I want to take just a few steps away.
Okay.
And I'll call that my turn.
Okay. She's going to use half of her movement to stand up, and it's a very almost robotic standing up, where it kind of starts from the feet, and then she just kind of gets up from that point. And 13, you're right next to her. Roll a perception check.
Okay, I was planning to do something similar to this anyway. That is a 12.
Okay. Thankfully, you're right next to her, so you can kind of begin to see a little clearer. It's kind of hard to get a focus on just everything that's happening, because this is pretty weird, to be honest. Like, you've never seen anything like this in your time with your organization.
So, is it my turn currently?
No, not yet. But as you're kind of looking at as she's standing up, you kind of see her face splitting apart, as well as kind of almost rivets of both inky flesh, regular flesh, and then kind of a scale pattern across.
Oh, fun.
Don't you hate it when you turn into an Eldritch Hoarder on a Monday?
Oh, that's Tuesdays. You're getting your days mixed up.
Oh, you're right.
And so, since it's her turn, she's going to let out a psychic scream. And I need
That's not great.
everyone within 300 feet to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's worse.
I might be in range. Yeah, I'm in range.
I got an 8.
Okay. You are stunned.
Oh!
I got a 9.
You are also stunned.
Is there a map that I should be looking at, or?
The Owlbear Rodeo is what we've been. It is pinned in the chat.
Yeah.
Sorry for interrupting.
Oh, you're good. And so, lucky for you guys, she can only do that once per short or long rest.
No! My whole plan. I was like, okay,
all it takes.
as soon as she gets up.
Okay, she is up. And that she doesn't have a. Actually, she used up all of her spells. Well, no, she didn't use up her second. There's her.
Really quick,
Yep.
it might be too late for this, and if so, I completely understand. I forgot I had this, but due to my Diabolic Contract, the one thing I haven't used yet, I can instead use my reaction to succeed a save once per day.
you feel this kind of psychic tendrils kind of reaching into your mind and kind of shutting you down, and it almost feels like you warm up from the inside out, and you feel that kind of reaching and that crushing sensation begin to burn away a little bit, and you are not stunned.
Okay.
Okay. And just also for the sake of not being, if you don't have the map open, here's the token updated. And so that's
Oh no.
that's her turn. Oh no, actually, she's gonna quicken spell since she has sorcery points and hasn't used any of them yet.
Oh no.
And is going to.
Does
Why would
not
this
look good.
spell load? I'm sorry. She is going to cast Magnify Gravity.
Oh no.
On Lepticus.
Yeah.
Well, the gravity in a 10-foot radius sphere that does incorporate you. So I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Hmm. 12.
Okay. Your speed is halved until the start of your next turn, and you take 5 points of force damage.
I don't remember how much health I had exactly from last time, but I imagine with that, I'm probably at like 10 health.
That sounds fair. Let's say that you're at 10 health then.
Alright.
Okay. 13. It is your turn.
Seeing this, immediately I'm gonna hold both hands on my greatsword again and just swing to decapitate.
Swing to decapitate. Okay.
That is, for the first go, 10 to hit.
That is a miss.
You think so? Second action. Is a
Wait, you
7 to hit.
I'm sorry, what was your first to hit?
A 10.
Okay,
10.
yeah. Just miss. And then your second one was a 7.
Yeah.
That's also a miss. As you're kind of swinging your blade around, you...
Gonna die.
These kind of tendrils of ink catch it and hold the blade in midair around her. She's not even looking at you. There's another consciousness in there that is fighting against you.
Well... Okay.
Lepticus, you are stunned. It is her turn again. You are freed from your stun now.
Yay.
Oh.
My one hope is that if she walks towards me, number 13 could get a opportunity attack.
That would be beneficial.
Because unless she has some crazy regeneration, we know she has been healed for 8 points.
She does regenerate at the start of each turn.
Oh dear!
Yeah.
Hopefully not by a crazy amount.
I'm not going to tell you that.
No, I don't suppose you would.
Knowing him, it's probably, a solid 3d8.
I'm looking at my
3d
character,
healing.
looking at my character sheet, and I used like all my special abilities, all my magics. They're all gone.
Okay, that quarry used that spell. So... Well, that sucks. This one used all of its cool stuff, so you are lucky in that regard. So with her action...
Oh, are we?
Yes. She's going to magnify gravity around you, 13. Need to you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, yes. Oh, hey, I'm proficient in that. 16.
You succeed.
Is it the same sphere?
Yep. On a failed save, on a successful save, a creature takes half as much damage and suffers no reduction to speed. So you take 5 points of force damage. And that's going to be, and then, yeah, that's going to be her action. Bonus action, she's not going to take a bonus action. She's going to stand there and 13, it is your turn.
Isn't it? Oh wait, Lepticus just. Okay. I'm going to swing to decapitate just one more time, just full force, base of the neck.
Okay.
It's kill or be killed at this point. A nat 20! Heck yeah!
Oh, you are so lucky.
I'm also just gonna roll to see if the second attack hits while I'm at it too. Not nat 20, but a total of 24.
Okay. She didn't have a great armor class, and yeah, both of those definitely succeed.
$26 damage.
You decapitate her. The head bounces clean off the shoulders, kind of rolls a bit down the way. The body falls over, and it seems everything that is or was on her person is dead.
Well, so much for knowing her name.
It was at this point that it was kill or be killed.
We are now officially out of initiative order.
Thank you.
Whoopsies.
I would recommend not healing that one for now.
That one cannot be healed.
I can't heal anything anymore.
Oh,
And I'm gonna go to her body and pick up the Codex Umbra.
You take it. You now have the Codex.
well. Both parties seem to have gone up, as they say. I think we should, A, report to the authorities about this situation, B, leave well enough alone and escape from here, or C, try to figure out everything we can about them and see what was going on before we leave.
Well, let's not go quite yet. There's clearly something bigger going on here. I want to see if there's anything else of note on Penumbra's body.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check. Well,
16.
Okay, that is good. She carried very little on her, but you were able to find a total of 25 gold pieces. And around where the codex was removed, there is a small piece of paper that has a map drawn onto it that I will upload into the chat. It's a lot more worn and beaten up and kind of folded into different pieces than the map that I upload, but I didn't get time to do those effects, unfortunately. Shame on me, I know, but it seems to be a map of general region with lots of different points highlighted all across it.
Do I recognize any of these names? Oh, yeah, general region.
This is around where you are. I mean, it's more westernward. It's towards the mountains where you had been, well, kind of looking for and looking towards, but it seems like other parties, well, I mean, you know for a fact that other parties are interested in the discoveries being made here. Of course you'd have a map.
But there's no specific markings on it aside from a few names.
It is what I put in the chat. That is the map.
Yeah.
I wonder who their... Oh, we know who their employer is, Penumbra. I wonder what they wanted with these three. Speaking of which,
I'm going to investigate the other three's bodies as well.
Okay. As you're going around, you're able to collect 3 weapons if you'd like. They're all double. What's the proper word? They're double-edged scimitars, in such a way that you can kind of twirl them around and it will hit. Not. I'm forgetting the actual proper term.
Is a sword with blades on both edges?
It's kind of like Darth Maul's lightsaber.
Yeah.
Oh, sword sticking out of each side.
Yeah. Oh, it's just called a double-bladed scimitar. Okay.
I was gonna suggest twin sword, but interesting. Well, there's a wealth of reasons why they would want to go to the mountains. If I feel like I've only heard a small portion of what that could be.
On their bodies, you also find the total of 5 gold pieces, 30 silver pieces, and 3 copper.
And nothing else of note, correct?
They do not seem to be carrying any weapons apart from these double-bladed scimitars.
Okay. And no letters or like instructions or anything like that.
Nope.
Gotcha.
well, the other three don't have anything on them besides their weapons and some money.
And all we got from that person was a general map that we probably could have gotten anywhere. I want to just turn the map over and see if there's anything that might set it apart from a standard one.
Go ahead and roll a perception check. And since
And
you're
I
not in
just-
initiative or anything, you can go with advantage.
13 plus 6, 19.
Okay. You can definitely see where there's been impression marks, kind of as this map's been written on top of, and other documents have been written and scrolled over on top of, and it seems like there are names on them with like lines through some of them, but it's kind of hard to make out anything other than that, really.
Okay. In the background, I want my character to keep kind of pondering these meanings. See what exactly was going on here.
Oh, judging based on the map, it tells us more where they were going because not every location is labeled, just the places that I assume they were headed to.
But there's
what?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Good.
You could assume that this Alwana range and Arakel is the main source of interest for the Penumbra.
Maybe we could ask around and figure out what those locations might hold, or at least what people think they might hold.
Yes.
Go ahead and just roll a general intelligence check.
Ooh.
19.
This
Okay.
is just adding your modifier to.
Yep.
Okay. I got a modified 20.
Nice.
Okay, yeah. Granted, you haven't been in town horribly long, but in reading about it, none of these names are secret. The Elwina Range is the mountain range that is to the west of Heimgard. It's where all of this stuff has been flowing out of. Arakel is the highest peak, and that's kind of the main focal point of where these diggings and the treasure trove that has gotten dubbed Voskarad it's kind of centered around. There have been sites all around where some things have been able to be picked up, but that is the kind of nexus point.
The plot thickens.
Yes. I am interested in what this is all about.
Gesturing to the Codex Umbra.
I wonder exactly why they wanted this so badly.
And I'm going to flip through the pages a bit.
Okay.
Careful.
It's a dense magical tome. I
can
mean,
use
you
the
kind of
other-
had to pull it out of its sleeve because it's in a very protective case, but it's kind of like a scroll that just keeps going on and kind of in a loop. But the Codex Umbra is... I put it stuff in the chat. With it, you're able to do any of that.
Okay. Noted.
Here, let me go back and... Yeah, it's a powerful artifact, and people are definitely going to want it.
Well, I think we shouldn't just be standing around the streets out here, especially since we've basically committed murder and now hold that. I point to the
Mhm.
book. We should probably get out of here, find a place to rest. Worry about this more in the morning.
Fair. So, have you decided on either contacting the authorities or pretending like we had nothing to do with this?
Well, we definitely shouldn't connect ourselves to this place, and as for contacting the authorities, I feel like that would get us into more trouble. For right now, I think we just gotta lie low.
I would also be curious to head to some of these locations as well, if you mind a party.
I guess we are doing this, and you and I wouldn't be enough.
Yes, I also made a similar calculation. Based on our current strength and wasteland, the creatures around the area, I think at least 2 others would be good. 3 for optimal protection.
Those numbers work with me. Let me just see one more thing. The last thing Lepticus wants to do is give just a general look over of where those 3 guys were standing, just to see if there's anything we might have missed in the ensuing quarrel.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation.
I am a sleuth tonight. 13.
There doesn't seem to be really anything there. It's kind of been the ground's kind of been charred a little bit by different magics, and if there was something maybe secretly written out or encoded or dropped or left, it's either been destroyed or it isn't there now.
Just a quick note, I am going to take 2 of the double-edged scimitars, put one on number 1, who is right next to Penumbra, and the other one on number 2, a bit further away.
Okay.
What kind of weapons would those be considered as? Like their own kind of martial weapon?
There actually is. It's just a thing in like D&D Beyond, and it's
Oh.
yeah, it's just a standard. It would be, I believe, martial melee.
Well, if it's not a longsword, rapier, or short sword, I will get little use out of it. All right.
I am. Can I also try to stage it like it looks almost as if they fought each other and took each other down almost simultaneously, like stage this crime scene?
Just so you have full information, the double-bladed scimitar is a two-handed martial melee weapon, and it has a special property where if you attack with it as part of the attack action on your turn, you can immediately use a bonus action to make a melee attack with it. It deals.
Oh, that's dope.
It deals 2d4 slashing damage on just a standard hit, and the bonus action attack deals 1d4 slashing on a hit instead of 2d4.
Okay. Noted.
That's cool. It reminds me of a weapon from something that you might see in like 3.5.
Mhm.
They had a lot of weapons that did 2d4.
I just
stick
like
with my
the
green.
design and style of them, so
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's good too. Yeah.
That's where it's from. One of the older editions, double-bladed scimitar.
probably.
I remember that in one of the older. I think it was like second edition. It was introduced.
Okay, cool.
I don't know for sure, but you know.
I know for a fact there was a weapon called the spiked chain that was basically these exact stats. Yeah, that's cool. Right, let's find an inn before we get mugged.
I suggest a different one than the one we stayed in last time.
Agreed. I'll let you take the lead.
I'm gonna look for the other inn that we saw before.
Okay. The two, I guess, taverns that you've kind of been staying at and kind of maintaining a bit of friendliness and enough to get rooms for shorter periods. Those would be the White Weasel and the Wine Chalice.
Gotcha. To the wine weasel.
Huzzah! He whispers.
Okay. As you kind of get there, the tavern is quiet. It's dark inside. There is a small sign on the door that says closed temporarily.
Well,
Uh-oh.
It was open like last night, but it's closed today.
Looking at it, does it seem like it's closed for like new people, or that any patrons like inside would also be kicked out for the inn? Is there a light on?
There doesn't seem to be anyone in the establishment. Maybe the owners are in the back, because most of these areas do have some sort of residential area as well, since owning land out here is a bit tricky. It's cheap, but it's also more dangerous, so best to keep everything kind of together. But you don't see anything that would indicate as such.
Gotcha.
seems that we will not have luck at the White Weasel today.
Maybe we could go back to that old place. They might be open.
Yes, but very well. Let's go.
'Cause,
The wine chalice is open. In fact, it seems a little bit more stuffed since the other tavern has kind of been displaced for the time being. Seems like a just generally busy environment. And yeah, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna go up to the barkeep and
Hello. Might I ask for a room with 2 beds or 2 rooms with 1 bed each?
It's gonna be 2 silver per night per person.
1 night is fine. And 2 people, so 4 silver total?
That would be it.
very well. Here you go. And I give them 4 silver.
Okay. You're able to get a small room with 2 beds in it for the night.
Okay.
So, where are you exactly planning to head off to right now? I know we talked about heading off together, but I am personally inspecting this area.
I don't have any one place I was planning on going. I don't know. If it's all the same to you, I might just stick with you for the time being. See what happens.
Very well.
Been planning on exploring, gesturing to the map, to the just general locations where the map is showing.
Around here as well.
Yeah, I was imagining I'd want to go somewhere there anyways, and I think the opportunity has more or less fallen into my lap.
Very well. I suggest in the morning we head off to the carriages that usually drop off adventurers. You will most likely find at least some sellswords or other adventurers who would be interested in coming together to make a party.
Fine by me, just no one with some weird shadow magic. I've had enough of that.
Very well.
Subtly winks to the audience.
Anything else you would like to do tonight?
Before going to bed, I do want to attune to the, or attempt to attune the Codex Umbra.
Okay. Let me just pull that up just to double check everything, but you should be able to.
I'll take out my journal and write down general details on what kind of thing happened today. I might turn it into a song, I don't know.
Okay.
But then I will go to sleep.
Yeah, you'd be able to attune to the Codex.
I do so.
Okay. Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. I didn't know about this. Okay.
Hey,
Oh.
can I see him doing this?
Yeah.
I inspire him.
Okay.
Hey. D8?
A what?
Add a D8 to it.
Yeah, you can.
Thank you!
Oh no, it's all on the floor. Okay, awesome. That helps. 15.
Okay. Yeah,
Sorry,
you definitely
14.
successfully attuned to the Codex. That's felt like attuning to any other regular magic item.
It.
Yeah.
Okay.
But as the night kind of grows weary, the sun kind of fully slips away, and, well, it already was gone, but it's just, you feel alone for a second. Just the darkness of the room kind of takes you, and you're just looking through the pages of this book, constantly turning them, just reading through it, trying to understand everything about it as you're allowing its magics to influence you a little bit. It's just part of the attunement process, and you feel kind of a warmth coming from the pages. A strange warmth that you've felt before, but at the same time it's never been... Well, you've always been in the manifold. It's been contained. There's nothing unusual. And as you're just kind of flipping through the pages, your eyes kind of glaze over a little bit. Lepticus, as you are going to sleep, go ahead and roll me a perception check with disadvantage.
Uh-oh. $15.
Okay, that's quite good. As 13 is kind of flipping through the pages, since you're sharing a room, you kind of begin to smell smoke. And you turn around and you kind of look at him, and the book is on fire. But he's seeing through it, and there's nothing unusual to you, 13. There's just smoke kind of billowing out of it, and you see bright light burning from the page.
Hey, 13, you okay?
You're the only one who sees the fire.
Yes, I'm fine.
You're not concerned about the flaming book?
And I look down at the Codex Umbra.
Just a normal book.
Are you quite okay, Lepticus?
I see a burning book in your hands. Are you okay?
I'm going to put my hand over the pages where fire might be.
Okay.
I see him stick his hands into a flame.
You take no
Is it-
damage. You don't... It's just a book to you, 13.
I would like to run a test if that is okay with you, Lepticus.
A test?
Could you hand me a bit of cloth or your bedding over there?
You begin to feel the heat.
This isn't my property, man. No.
Oh,
What
I
the
begin
heck?
to feel the heat?
No, Lepticus does. To you, this is totally normal.
Hey, look, man, I kind of get out of bed. Look, I get you want to, figure out what that book is and stuff, but you're gonna burn the house down, man.
I do not see any flames such as that you are seeing. To me,
What?
this is a normal page, and
My hand over the paper where I believe flames would be, and show that I'm not being burnt.
Well, I don't care what you think you see, because I absolutely see flames coming out of that book. I can feel the heat.
I'm going to take my just a part of the bed and put it over the book, over the where the flames would be, and see if anything happens.
Okay. Go ahead and just roll me a d20, please.
Okay. 3.
Okay. You do so, and Lepticus, you watch as the fire kind of spreads to it. 13, you don't once again see fire, but the bed seems to almost what would be dramatically described as the exact same path as the flames kind of beginning to catch. You see the soot and the ash and the burn marks kind of forming runes as words begin to be scrawled across on this sheet. As towards Telepticus's view, it looks like it's catching fire, just being incinerated and destroyed. But to you, something is being created here.
I don't see the runes.
No, you just see fire, and it's spreading fast.
Okay, now do you see something? The fire spreading across the gosh dang bed.
I'm going to attempt to like pat down where fire would be. I'll just put my entire like full body on it to see if it will go out to Lepticus.
Do I see anything go out?
You see him kind of laying down in a budding inferno. The room is beginning to fill with smoke.
Wait. He thinks he's patting out the fire. I'm seeing him lie down.
You're seeing him kind of get involved with... Sorry, poor choice of words. But you're seeing him do exactly as he's saying, but in the middle of a budding inferno.
Yes, like I'm mimicking patting down a fire that I don't see.
Yes.
Is there any, like, pitchers of water in the room?
You'd have to... Well...
Can I roll a luck dice?
Got
Sure,
a water
roll
skin.
Go roll for lucky. Go ahead. Why not?
I got a natural 20.
Hey!
Okay, usually the baths are...
That's a whole
outside
fire
of-
crew right there.
Usually the baths...
A water elemental. A water weird.
The
Wow.
baths and sinks and kind of water that has been pulled from the local non-iced over wells is usually brought to other chambers and such. But you had kind of thought preparatively and kind of wanted to have some in your room. So there is a small pail of water that is in your room that you had grabbed beforehand.
Does it happen to have a portal to the water plane in it?
All right, I
You're gonna have
quickly
to
grab.
find out.
I quickly grab the thing of water, and I shout at 13. Get out of the fire! Get out!
I get up and move.
All right.
And I'm committing each of the symbols to memory as they're forming.
Okay.
I try to put the fire out with the water.
You splash the water onto the blanket, and the fire does seem to go out, and you see where it was on the book and it had kind of started to leak off onto the floor. It seems the fire disappears into the ink that had penned the word on the page. And as the water kind of begins to seep into the floorboards, as it rolls off of the bed, it just turns black. And this is something that you can both see. 13, it kind of looks like the ink that was forming the text that was crawling across onto the sheets. But for you, it looks like ash.
Well, I hope you're happy. That was all the bath water.
Very well, I am terribly sorry. I had to confirm whether you were seeing an illusion or I was.
When
Well,
the
with all the
oh, sorry, go ahead.
with all the smoke and flame I could smell and feel, I think you were the one who were suffering from the cursed book.
That is more than accurate, but I had to confirm. There was a 50% probability that it was you or me.
Hey, I put bucket down.
When you do, you kind of... I mean, nothing's changed. There is nothing that seems to be burnt. It seems like this fire was more conjured. The bedding is still fully intact, and there seem to be no singe marks upon it.
Hmm. Interesting. I shall do further experiments tomorrow.
And as soon as did I like attune to the book after like reading through that much?
Oh yeah, you're attuned to the book. No worries there.
Okay. I shall put the book away for now, and please say to Leptix.
I am terribly sorry for this. Once more.
And
If you didn't see the flames, what did you see?
I simply saw runes being written on the thing. I was quite curious, which is why I want to do more tests tomorrow. The general theory, which has a 26% chance of being correct, is that perhaps this Codex Umbra is either A, not complete, or B, can copy itself.
Well, so long as we don't do the tests in a wooden room and we have more water, sounds fine with me.
Very well.
and I am going to not lay down in the bed. I'm actually going to go by the window and sort of go in the in a mimicked sit-down position, leaning against the wall, powering down, just to make sure that no one attempts to sneak in through the window.
Okay. You power down, and what languages do you speak?
I speak Common and Infernal.
Okay, good to know. As you kind of power down and kind of go into this resting state, you begin to kind of piece together the different things that you saw being spelled out as, well, what Lepticus saw as fire, but you saw as knowledge, letters, words, text. It was written in Infernal with military orders for something known as the Order of Desolation. Words kind of begin to ring out, and a lot of it's very pro forma and just technical. But at the same time, on the other side of it, the words ring around in your head for the rest of the night. Something about you feels like you should know what it is, but you don't. And that's the night.
It's 6 a.m. Time to get up, Lepticus.
No, you tried to burn the room down. I'm entitled to more sleep.
Very well. I shall wake you up in 15 minutes.
It's like an annoying alarm clock.
Except it burns the house down if you don't wake up.
Yeah. Time to get up. I have set your entire house on fire.
You have 30
Get up and put it
minutes.
out right now.
You have 30 minutes until everything you've collected is worth nothing.
You will perish if you do nothing. Get up.
I'm going to attempt to just grasp at what. No, I can't. I am not going to. I will push away those meanings that I feel I know.
Okay.
In 15 minutes.
Lepticus, it is time to get up.
Fine. Okay.
Ring, 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 ring.
I'm up. I'm up.
I mean, the day is yours. Do with it as you please.
Well, Shall we go down to the wagon drop-off? I believe the next shipment should be in 30 or so minutes.
Alright.
If you would like, we can consume breakfast before we go.
Sure. Let's do that and then head off.
An order of pancakes, if you have them.
They are able to get you the foods that you want. Reasonable price. You're able to get it for, when all is said and done, about 2 silver a plate.
Understood. I also ask for some fresh squeezed juice or perhaps some lemon water, if you have it.
That's going to be another silver, but we can accommodate.
Thank you so very much.
And I'm going to like make a little tray and bring it to Lepticus while not eating anything.
Okay.
Thank you.
I
was about
made
to
some
say,
assumptions.
I don't even think your people need to eat.
Excuse me? My people?
Well, you know, you're a construct-looking fellow.
I'm sorry. I am simply wearing armor. I do not wish to take it off often, and I am currently fasting due to my religion.
Fasting, huh? When was the last time you ate anything?
Roughly 2 days ago.
Okay, fair enough.
Coincidentally, I met you after that.
So yeah. Anything else you'd like to do, or it's open for you guys? Just...
Once we're done eating, I guess we're on the path of recruiting, so I'm okay with doing whatever that 13 suggested.
Yes, I suggest we head to the wagons, where they drop off people. For that, perhaps we could just walk by where we were last night.
I say a bit quieter, trying to like give a hint, like to see if there were anyone who happened upon the crime scene.
If you think it is too dangerous, I fully understand. We could also go straight to the wagons.
No, let's try it.
Very well. And I shall lead to the direction of where like the fight was, but not as if I'm going through there, as if I'm like passing by, like parallel to it, just to see if there are any guards or townsfolk before heading to the wagons. I'm not stopping.
It is still early in the morning, but you can see that the area has already been heavily roped off. There seems to be 8 to 10 guards kind of patrolling the area, as well as a couple other folks that you don't recognize who are kind of within the ropes.
Okay. I'm just going to continue past, like leading forward, Lepticus to where the wagons are now. I just wanted to confirm whether they found it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Onward.
So is the place that you're going the same place that Lepticus got off at?
Yes. The like drop off to the people that are coming into town.
I mean, it's the Crown. They handle a lot of transportation needs throughout the city. So whether it's incoming, outgoing, they can get you taken care of.
Gotcha.
As you arrive, there's a couple people milling about. One of them's kind of younger, but they're kind of tending to a couple of animals that are hitched to some loose fence posting. A couple of you see people kind of moving around inside of a house via candlelight, kind of as their shadows and forms kind of move in front of and behind the light. And there are several kind of carts areas and stables where horses are hitched up, where carts are stored. Seems like the right place if you want to finance an expedition somewhere.
Gotcha. What about you, Lepticus? Do any of these people catch your eye? I would suggest perhaps a range fighter to make up for me being the front row and you being a somewhat of a healer.
Yeah, something with maybe more magic as well. Someone more up close and someone more longer ranged could be useful.
If we could find a cleric, I think that would be more than useful.
You won't get any objections from me.
Is there anyone that matches those descriptions within the carts?
Nope. You guys are up and active pretty early right now. There's just the couple individuals around that I had mentioned. You're the only
Gotcha.
prospective shoppers at this location right now.
Gotcha.
How are we gonna be able to find the people we want? Wait for them to get attacked by dudes wearing double-bladed scimitars?
Not a terrible idea.
Or like robot orphans. I mean, how would that even happen? And is this the only shipment of like people coming in to town?
There's no one coming in right now, but there is, I believe, a second location that you could check out. Let me just look through my notes for a quick second. Yes, there is a second set of stables. It's kind of on the other side of town, but it would definitely be able to accommodate if you're willing to make that journey. It's actually closer to the mountains. It's going in that direction.
Gotcha. But is there anyone like being dropped off at the stables that are like adventuring types or like people who are like just heading into town, like anything like that?
Not right now. I mean, you can ask around and see if there's maybe someone who's expected, but
Gotcha. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with waiting. What about you, Lepticus?
I guess we could wait, but we should probably still find something to do.
Do you know any games?
Do you know how to play dragon chess?
What is this dragon chess?
Oh, it's real easy. I'll show you everything. I want to find a place for us to sit, and I run through the ropes of dragon chess.
Gotcha.
As you're kind of going through this lesson, the town kind of begins to seem to come alive a bit more. People kind of start coming out and about and going about their day-to-day lives. 95% of the people there are armed. You don't really see many people coming towards or around the crown, though there are a couple. Some of them kind of taking a moment to look at the strange game you've set up. Others just moving on.
It should move forward. This one moves diagonal. This one moves up and to the right, correct?
Yeah, you're getting it. You're getting it.
Would you like to play a game? That sounded way creepy. I just realized how Jigsaw that sounded.
Gee, I don't know. We still talking about Dragon Chess?
Yes, yes.
You know what
Well,
DM you're running with.
Well, hold on a second. We've only looked at the land board, and I pull out 2 more boards. Now we move to the air and subterranean boards.
And
Dragon
I'm
Chess
going
is, of
to
course, a 3-dimensional game.
Got you. And for this,
and I basically start explaining the different rules for like moving around the land and air, how I somehow understand them. I'm actually proficient in Dragon Chess. I just didn't know that till then.
Ah, cool.
Oh, well, in that case, I put the whole board together. I would like to play.
very well. I'm quite confused on how I got this information. I'm looking through my memories and I don't quite recall.
Well, let's see how far it goes.
Okay.
I did put the rules for the Dragon Chess in the chat from previously, but I can hear it. As I actually found a set.
Okay.
So if you are to begin a game,
Okay. And do we like text you like what move we're going to play and then roll?
sure.
So first we roll initiative, correct?
Yep.
Oh. 19.
Okay.
Okay.
Just for citing sources and all, I got these rules from at DMPaulG on Twitter.
Awesome. I actually love this. 'Cause I've actually tried doing something similar in many different ways, but this is like the most inclusive one I've found in a bit. I love this. I actually have this in my personal DM save data now, ever since you mentioned it.
Okay. So, Lepticus, what is your turn order initiative?
Oh, I got a 12.
Okay, cool. Okay. So, both of you send me your intentions.
I thought since he's going first, he does something and I try to contest it.
Right, select a strategy and then contested ability check.
Okay, so we tell what we're doing first.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to bait.
You don't have to text me it. It's that'll
Okay.
just get incredibly complicated. This
Okay, I wasn't sure.
we had said so, and
I'm gonna do the Spider-Man pointing at himself thing. I'm also gonna start off with a bait.
okay.
Leo, I got 34.
You got what?
34.
Okay, wow.
34 in deception.
Oh yeah, he's really good at deception.
Well, how embarrassing! I only got a modified 20. Interesting.
Not even looking up from the board. Like whenever you make a move, I'm immediately making another move. It's like you're playing a computer.
Oh, great. So, does that mean he gets 1 point and I get disadvantage on the next
Yep.
roll? Okay.
Okay. Next up, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go aggressive.
Okay.
That is. Is 14.
I'll counter that by going defensive.
I believe
19.
you have disadvantage on this.
Not a 19. Oh, next roll is a nat 20, so it is a 19.
Okay.
Yeah, you take the round, and next round you cannot be disadvantaged.
Hoorah. Alright.
It's first to 3 points, correct?
And you both have 1 now. So you are kind of furiously kind of moving your pieces around, and it's a clever game.
I'm gonna go back to defensive. Or
I'm going
first time
aggressive.
defensive. And that's history, correct?
Defensive is intelligence history, yes. Chess itself is kind of a historical and political war game, and so you're kind of drawing on your ideas of how these pieces and people would be moving in the real world or in an actual political encounter.
Gotcha. I got modified 20.
I got a modified 21. 17 plus 4.
Ooh. Close match.
And you said you were going aggressive, right?
That was aggressive just then, yeah.
Okay.
I have advantage
gonna-
on the next roll.
I'm gonna go back to baiting. I got a total 40.
Jeez.
I'm really good at deception.
You are. What's your modifier to that?
Plus 6 times 2.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna go defensive. It doesn't even matter. If I'm trying to get on defensive, a roll better than what he got, I don't imagine I'll be able to pull that. Yeah, that's a 4 plus something.
Okay.
Not enough.
Next point for the win. Lepticus has disadvantage.
I'm going to attempt to trap the leader in a corner by making Lepticus think that they actually have my leader trapped by their pieces.
Mhm.
So I'm baiting again.
You of course.
Wow. Hold up. I got the highest I could without a nat 20. I got a total 50.
Jeez.
I would have to get a 20 to win at this point.
I need to check.
Well-
To double check that document. These are some crazy rolls. I mean, you are really good at lying. Like, it's your thing.
And I believe you have disadvantage on this, right?
Yeah.
I do. I still rolled a 12. I tried to do an instant win for fun. I got a 16.
I'm gonna ignore their cheating and try winning just regularly anyway.
And you do. As you
Well,
collect
hang on,
your
what-
third point.
For that, wouldn't you have to oppose me with your own sleight of hand roll?
I'm not trying to cheat when I'm regular winning, just going against your cheating.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, no. The game goes in the favor of 13.
Fascinating. I had no idea that I knew how to play.
Sure, you didn't. I'll-
Good game.
Yeah. I look up from the board to see if anyone of interest has arrived.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Doo-doo-doo. $16.
16. Yeah, you're able to see several people kind of getting coming around. In fact, some of the people you actually see a couple of them from your Cartwright Inn kind of going around, and you see them collecting papers from a kind of individual outside of a white painted wooden kind of a small hovel. But you kind of hear small bits and things kind of it's a louder part of town, and kind of there are people passing around papers, and you see them occasionally flick a silver piece towards someone.
Gotcha.
Hello.
Hola.
Hey.
Glad you could make it. We're actually going to be probably switching over to your side of the narrative shortly.
Well, to be honest, I just came from roller skating, so
Yeah, sounds
Nice.
fun.
I'm ready to kill Seth.
Well, he's not here tonight. He is out of state.
I'm still gonna kill him while he's sleeping. Somehow.
You talking about me or the other guy?
The other guy.
Seth, are you Seth?
No, that's
Me?
Aaron.
I'm Aaron.
Okay, I'm talking about Seth. As long as you're not Seth, you're good.
Aaron, this is Marwan. Marwan, this is Aaron.
Hi, I played Gust. I wasn't here last week because I was tired.
You and I are gonna team up to kill Seth.
Sure. You have picked the chaotic I don't give a shit character.
That's what we're recruiting for.
Yeah.
Shame they're in a completely different town.
Oh.
Now, just give me a second. I'm going downstairs to sort up my computer so I can
Okay.
be focused with you guys.
Are we switching over or no? Are we still on?
I'm going to finish up with them because they're getting to a kind of point. Here
All right.
shortly. Sorry, I know it's been a bit but this should be the last session, hopefully, that we have to do that.
Hmm.
Should be. I plan on it being, but plans fail. Okay. What would you like to do? Lepticus and 13.
Remind me again what we saw. Sorry.
You're able to see some of the people that you actually rode in with, but as well as several other commoners, kind of collecting papers and information from an individual who seems to be selling them. Seems to be a silver piece of pop.
I get 13 to notice that might be something. We could start there.
Shall we go?
Sure.
Since it seems like you have recognition over some of them, I will let you take the lead.
Seems like I.
Since you seem to know that one, I saw that you had the recognition on the driver over there.
Oh. All right. Okay, I guess I'll head over.
I'm on my
Yeah.
computer now.
Awesome.
Nice.
I'll see what exactly it is that he's handing out.
Seems to be a newspaper. Broadsheets.
Okay. I filch a silver piece off of 13 and acquire a paper.
Okay. Do you
I
want to
shall
go through
take
it
it.
now, or?
Sure. Well, I'll just read the headlines first.
Lots of stories are smaller, but the big one for this issue seems to be talking about kidnapped nobles from the Solstisterium.
Kidnap nobles.
Or at least that's the big fancy headline.
Get a load of this.
Interesting.
Would a quick scan be able to tell me if anything mentions Aracal?
I mean, lots
Scanning.
of them do.
Scanning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess they would.
Yeah, lots of them do. I mean, it's looking for cheap weapons to take up there, or like there's whole lots of columns, personal advice. There's some pieces written by a, oh gosh, I just lost the tab, I think. Oh no, here it is. I'm not completely lost. By, it's not signed, but there's pieces kind of written about warning kind of hesitations and trying to maybe dissuade people from heading up there by a group known as the Echo Ward. But it's all a lot of very news commentary more than actual news. Seems to be a locally sourced paper with maybe a couple that are wired in or delivered via carriage or other forms of mail. It seems like the big story was such a thing.
And for the kidnapped nobles, did it say any names?
The name, it would be, yes, they do list the name. It is the heiress, Florica Bilescu. I'll throw that in chat since it's a lot.
Thank you.
First, middle, and last name. Yep. Making sure my note was spelled correctly.
I like keeping detailed notes.
Yep. Florica Adalin Bilescu. And as you're kind of coming back around, you see some others begin to head over towards. Are you still at the Crown, or did you move on to the other one?
Well, I mean, as of right now, I believe we're still at the Crown.
Okay. You
but, I
debated
mean,
it, and I wanted to just make sure you were where you guys were.
So, Lepticus, based on today's viewing of people coming in, I suggest that there is a 15% chance that we will find the party members we need here. Would you like to explore somewhere else?
What was the percent you said?
15%.
15?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, no, let's not waste our time here then.
Very well.
We gotta go somewhere else.
You there, good sir. To the person who's handing out newspapers.
Yes, sorry. Would you like to purchase one?
Yes, and I would like to ask you, would you know of anywhere near here that possibly has adventurers for hire, or People looking for party members?
He kind of
Or-
looks at you strange as he hands you a copy of the Illuminary, which is the name of this broadsheet. If you're looking for
Oh.
hires, I mean, you can find a sellsword most places. I mean, everyone here is kind of looking for somewhere. You just gotta ask. But yeah. And then he kind of begins turning around and starts handing out some newspapers to other customers in the area.
Do you know anywhere specific that had perhaps people looking to join a party?
And I will toss him another silver. Not wanting a newspaper.
He kind of turns his head back around him and, well, I mean, if you were really looking for someone, I mean, usually the place to go for that would have been the Weasel, but they've been out of commission for a couple of days. I mean, it makes sense given all that's happened to them, but
What happened to the weasel?
did he pauses for a moment and kind of pulls open the broadsheet, flips it about 3 pages in, and kind of shows you a story that had gotten printed in there. It was about the murder, as it's being called officially now, that occurred at the well, where an individual was skewered on spikes of ice, and it was the son of the family that runs that establishment.
Oh, that was okay. Gotcha.
Oh, terrible tragedy. I had no idea.
It's been a bit rough for the past bit, and so they closed down their doors, but it was definitely a little bit more permissible of folk and a little bit more relaxed, and you'd be able to find most anyone there.
And if there is, perhaps another place that would have equally number of people, perhaps, that is open currently.
I'm sorry, I really don't keep much track of it. The Church of Saint Lavinia doesn't necessarily stick her hands in much of the underbellies here. We're just a light for everyone who needs her.
Understood. Thank you so much for your time. I am sorry for taking so much of it.
So long as you're willing to help fill our pockets, happy to talk. But can't say I have much information for you past that point.
I'll give him 1 gold and take a bow and start walking off.
Okay. He seems very happy and pleased, and pockets the change quickly.
What was the religion he referenced?
He's working for the Church of Saint Lavinia, the Illuminated. I'll go ahead and throw that in chat as well. I mean, the paper itself is called the Illuminary, so it's kind of,
Makes sense.
yeah, the two are very closely related.
It's the Illuminati.
You know, you're not entirely wrong.
Thought we were the Illuminati. Wait.
How many Illuminatis are there?
It's the Illuminati. An Illuminati above the Illuminati.
I knew it. I freaking knew it. You all are Illuminati. I knew it.
Yeah, these guys are a little bit shady and seedy.
Shady. We're illuminated. How can we be shady?
Well, your actual motivations.
Well, I mean, but we don't know that.
Yeah, that's true. And so as you're kind of making your way over there, you see a couple of other individuals kind of head over towards the crown and pay a couple coins and get in one of the carts destined out for today.
Well, I guess so far since the apparently the Weasel is currently out of business, where we would normally be able to find vendors and sellswords. I do not believe that town will have the people we are quite looking for. Would you like to get a ride and see where else we could find a group per se?
Yes. Yes, I would. We need good people for this.
Very well.
Capable hands.
Mr. Cartman, is it possible that we could accompany you on your trip?
You see him kind of helping the last person kind of into the ride. And, sure, yeah, we can definitely get you going somewhere if you need to.
Thank you so much. I'm more than happy to just stay on the cart with wherever you are currently headed.
And I will give him 5 silver.
Okay. I mean, these two over here are paying for more travel up north, so... Well, north. We like to refer to it
Sorry,
here
I
as more
left for a
west.
bit.
Oh, it's okay. We haven't switched yet. Sorry.
Okay, sorry.
Don't
I
worry,
left for
you're
a bit.
good. You are good.
Very well. Let us head out then.
Okay. The 4 of you in a cart together. Cool. Good to know. The other 2 individuals in there are humans. 2 female, 2 women. Kind of in longer and kind of... I don't want to say poorer, but it's very worn material. They're making their way.
Making their way.
Should have known.
It's wrong campaign. You can't say that here. That 9 and what's the other one? It's been a while. Oh, I didn't show you. I got the game and I painted the mini. I'll put it in chat.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Turned out
Is it
awesome.
in chat?
Anyway, it appears that
not
we
that
will
one.
be
Don't-
making this trip together.
Do
I
that
hope
one.
that we can all get along.
And I take like a bow.
They,
There you
one
go.
of them kind of watches.
He glows.
That is super. Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I really like him.
One of
But
them,
I gotta go for 1 second. I'll be right back.
Don't worry, you're good.
Okay.
One of your fellow travelers kind of watches, notes, and doesn't necessarily stand up, but you get a general sense of reciprocation of the intent.
Gotcha.
And Tanner, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Aye, Captain. Modified 20.
These individuals are actually very familiar to you, or at least in somewhat, as you recognize Anase and the other individual who you didn't quite get their name from your cart ride in.
Ah, a long time no see. Anase, I believe.
That would be correct. Yeah. Good to see you. We're traveling in, it seems, friendlier company.
How has the time up north been treating you?
It's been a tad. Well, it's been a lot, but moving forward.
Yeah, I'd say I've had about the same experience.
Yeah. Just keep your head low and keep moving.
Ain't that the truth?
Just keep moving. Just keep moving.
Do you
Keep
move?
moving.
Who's your companion with you?
Oh, how could I forget? This is 13. He calls himself. I met him while I was up here.
Pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you. We met on our ride in. The name's Anais.
Very nice. I hope you don't mind if I keep my eye. It is part of my culture to see. We must be prepared for battle at all times.
Oh, don't worry. Battle is always expected out here.
Thank you for understanding.
And with that, introductions have been made. We'll cut over to the folks in Silarian.
Forgotten.
Not forgotten. It's just had a lot to kind of. We are now, both parties are moving towards. there will be resolutions. Hopefully by the end of tonight, actually.
Oh, let's pray.
We shall form a party.
Hallelujah.
Okay, so having gone through a similar experience as what was just described recently within the last session or so, I have no idea how that would have been forgotten. I have completely crazy thoughts, but Gale, Miro, the general, and 3 soldier-esque individuals.
I'm back. What's happening?
We have cut over back to you. You are in your ride on the way northward towards the Alwina range.
Okay.
2 days until you reach roughly the base, and then about a week until you reach Erikel.
I take a nap.
Completely reasonable response. Gotta store up that key somehow.
Does this give me enough time to recharge everything?
Oh yeah, you are fully recharged.
Alright, full charge.
You are full elf. Well, you're not an elf, but,
No.
Ganassi.
I don't know what my other half is, so maybe.
Okay.
You know what ears did I put on him? I put the elf ears, so maybe he's elf.
So, what would you guys like to do? I mean, it's a cart ride, so we can pass the time as quickly or as slowly as you would like.
Seth is
Anything.
sleeping, right?
Yeah, he is taking a large power nap.
Okay.
Definitely, yeah,
Oh.
louder snoring and trying to take up as much of the cart as he physically can.
Who's with me in the cart?
It's the 2 of you, and then there are 3 guard-like figures. They kind of, they're wearing darker fabric clothes, kind of over top, but right underneath it, and you can kind of see through. It's a red and black attire, and they each carry long glaives.
We don't care about them.
with them, yeah.
So,
Mm.
so I'm gonna talk to. What's your name?
My name?
Yeah, you.
I'm
You're the
Gus.
one with me?
Not sure if I don't know. I wasn't here last week. Did you know my name before I zonked out?
Probably, but I forgot. I have
Just
a terrible-
It is Gust, as in gust of Gale, as in a
You
gust
didn't
of
know
wind.
your own name. Why?
Eh?
Do you have a pen or anything that you can write with?
Yes.
Okay. Do you wanna draw on his face?
Oh, I'm. What?
Do you wanna
Sure.
draw on Seth's face? Just for fun.
since he's sleeping.
Yes.
What do I have in my bag? I have inventory.
Probably have some eggs.
I got a candle. I got some chalk. I got
We
some
can use chalk.
flour. I got a quarterstaff. A small knife. What's happening here?
We can use chalk to draw on his.
Okay. I'll give you a piece of chalk.
Yeah, see, you and I have piece of chalk. I'll start drawing on Seth's face. The entire journey.
I'm just watch you like kind of dreary eyed, just like not really fully paying attention. Kind of there. I was in a nap.
Well, unfortunately, it is just chalk, so it's.
Yeah,
Go ahead and roll a. Go ahead and roll a performance check to see how artistic you are in this instance.
Me or
That would be the D20 plus your proficiency, or if you're proficient in it, plus your.
Is this the Pharaoh guy that
Yes.
I saw earlier? Yeah. Oh, fancy dude.
That is quite true.
Fancy dude. Ugh.
I have your sheet pulled up, but it's also lost among my lots of windows. That's the wrong tab. How many wrong tabs do I have?
oh. So perception. So that's
Performance.
performance.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be 19.
That's
Hmm.
good. Once again, it's chalk, so it's not. It's not an artist's.
It can be
first
colored chalk, I
choice.
don't care.
Yeah, but you are definitely able to get some designs, and you feel pleased with yourself that your cantankerous relationship can continue.
I got revenge on him calling me Papa.
I mean, first time we met, he got me into some trouble and then tried to kill me. Well, he didn't try to kill me, but the people that were following him tried to kill me, and I almost died. But then he bought me a donut.
You were following him?
I mean, I wasn't following him, but, you know.
We should just give them the body.
They were kind of robots. It was weird. He bought me a donut. Oh, gave him.
So Stormy, can you tell me your story?
Well,
Oh,
what do you want to know?
I'm just curious.
Well, I'm from down south. Ish. I mean, everything's down south from here, so doesn't really narrow it down. But I found this book. These guys were like blocking this road, and they were kind of annoying me. But anyway, one of them had a book, and it was super weird. I couldn't read it, and I wanted it. So I burned their entire house down, all of them, every single one of them. They all died. And then I took the book, and I took it to a town, and then they read, and they were like, "Hey, it might be like this city or whatever." So I went up to where I could find some people who might know about it, and they were like, it's probably like really old, but you might get some answers up here. And I was like, okay, so now I'm up here. And then this guy came around, and they like stole his gun, whatever the fuck that is. I don't know. Then they all tried to kill me, and I was really mad. But then he bought me a donut, so I'm pretty okay. I don't really remember any of that portion. I was pretty fixated on the donut, and then I took a nap. Now we're here. How's it going? I'm Gale.
Well, I know what I'm gonna buy you. Anyway, so my name is Pharaoh King Miro.
Mew.
Pharaoh.
I'm gonna call you Mew.
You can call me whatever you want. That general guy started calling me Pop out of nowhere. So he's weird.
I think he's just an asshole.
Yep, I totally agree. I had a vision about some weird
Ooh.
body attacking my people. It's weird, it's BS. I updated.
I mean, you gotta, like, expand your horizons, my man.
Yeah. I felt really bad, so I gathered like the old people that I have in my castle. You know, these old people that seem really wise and stuff. And they told me you can do whatever you want. You can go hang out, chill, and we're gonna take care of the country. Told them, okay, I'm gonna go explore, and you guys can stay and take care of the country until I come back and see what the hell is wrong with the visions that I had.
Cool.
And
I
my
had a vision once. It
and
was on top of a mountain next to a sulfur pit. I was a little out of it. There was some giant mushrooms. Then they turned into people, and they were like, "Yo, how's it going?" And I was like, "Bruh." Then we had a great time. We ate some bread. I don't know where the bread came from. Uh, yeah.
for me, it was totally different. Like literally, the weird eye just came in out of nowhere. The sun was setting. It was really like it was like a creepy pasta, if you know. They
Oh.
so like this weird. Andy was like black characters or what was the monsters?
Like a shadow?
It was kind of like a large shadow just being cast over the city that came in hundreds of pieces.
Yeah, so there's like these some these weird faces attacking the city and stuff. It was like I felt I was tripping balls, to be
Maybe you
honest.
should get into puzzles. Put them back
Well,
together.
well, let's try figure out what that vision that I had, because like I've been having it a lot lately and it's really interesting. It piqued my interest.
Like that would get really annoying. Having the
Yeah,
same dream over and over again.
and it's just like I love my people as a king and stuff. I didn't want them like to actually get hurt, so I
I
said
have
like,
no idea how that feels. I can't relate.
"Yeah, it's fine. I
This is the most amount of people I've seen in like couple of years now.
Since
I usually don't like people.
well, what? What we're saying, Andy?
Oh no, I was just trying to track his timeline back. Yeah, this is probably the
Yes.
most since you left the academy.
I have no idea how long that was.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Been a long ass while.
The Academy. Anyway, so I can't. My vision led me to this weird town that we're traveling
You
to.
read Sylvan.
Hmm?
You
What?
read Sylvan.
What?
I don't know, it's what they tell me. They tell me this book is written in. Whatever that means.
He does not.
Can I see the book?
Here you go. Yeah. Don't take it. I'll snap your neck.
I'm not gonna take it. You're with me in the car. I'm gonna try and read it. So, Andy,
Okay.
I'm just checking on your sheet here. The languages that you know are Celestial, Common, and Undercommon. The book is primarily written in Sylvan.
so it's very different than I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't choose. So I can't read per se.
Go ahead and roll me your choice of History or Arcana.
I have +5 history. Where's Arcana? Both of them are +5. So, do you want me to throw the 20?
Yep, D20 plus 5 then.
Yep. It went off to the ground.
Oh.
Well, that was 12 plus 5.
Okay. 17. So I mean,
17.
well, you're not able to really decipher or make out the words. You kind of get that in this book it's a lot of different things at once. On one hand, there's kind of stories of conquerors and battles and wars being led out across other continents and just domination overall. On another hand, there's sort of a mage's writing where there's a lot of arcane symbols and symbology. You having clerical experience, it's not necessarily your language, but you've seen arcanists within your courts being able to translate and understand similar types of patterns with their own books and scrolls and tomes and such.
So basically, this book's like a history of of something.
It's part history, part informative, part magic.
Yeah, of like this lost city.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
there's a
so I
lot
don't
of
know
talking about a city, but it's not necessarily. Yeah, it could be any city, really.
Well, Stormy, you heard the man. You heard the god in the sky.
Hey, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to
Well,
figure out where it's going. I don't really know what's going on, but you know.
well, here's the book back. Keep it with
Hey,
you.
thanks.
And when we go, if I learned anything new, maybe from time to time, I'm gonna check on it to see if I can like recognize or can if I start understanding some of the things, and I'll keep you posted. Just keep it with you. I don't want to start any shenanigans right now with you.
Hey, I don't plan on it.
Okay, would one of you roll me a d8 for the first day's weather?
D8.
I'll roll a d8. Wha wha! The 7.
Nice. That's quite good.
Oh, your luck is amazing.
Okay.
Oh, my luck is terrible. Do not. Pesco, do not collect $200. I am
I
terrible
got
luck.
1, so yours is amazing.
Okay, yeah. The day is incredibly clear. Weather seems to have kind of lightened up around, and you're able to make full time. So you're about halfway to the mountain, towards the bottom of the Alwina by the end of the day. Now, for the rest of this day, though, as well, could you roll me 2d12, please?
D12. I'm just trying to.
D12. Wha wha! Do you want them separate?
Yes, please.
5 and 12.
5 and 12. Okay,
Wait,
for the 12, could you roll that again, please?
For me?
Draw. Do one more. Wha wha! That's a 7.
Okay, 5 and 7. Cool. Okay, that's actually awesome. As you're kind of riding up, you see a couple of individuals kind of off to the side that are kind of walking in the opposite direction. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Perception check. Wha
But
wha!
this can be both of you guys as well.
Hold on 1 second. I clicked the wrong one. Perception. Wha wha!
It's-
Here's my luck. 9.
I got 16.
16. Okay. These individuals are taller than normal. They're probably reaching 9-10 feet tall. Very lanky and kind of dark earth skin, but kind of more almost in the line of a bleached gray. They kind of have longer, scraggly hair coming from all edges of their face, with long sideburns that kind of drip down beneath their chin, and small little goatees as such. No horns or any distinguishing that way. But one of them carries, kind of in its very gangly arm, wrapped around it, a large keg. Another of them kind of has a couple staves and a weapon strapped to its back. Go ahead and roll a nature check if you'd like to try and figure out maybe if you've seen these individuals before, maybe heard about them, or...
Ooh, I am great with that.
We use the D20.
Yep, d20 plus what you got.
8.
8.
Well, I have 5.
Okay. Kind of hard to say what these guys are then.
Yeah.
Well, no, did you say you have plus 5 or just 5
No,
total?
I got 3 and I have 2 in nature.
Gotcha. Yep, hard to tell what these guys are. They don't seem to be necessarily posing a threat to you right now.
I
But
just watch them.
yeah.
Very obviously, just watch them.
Okay.
Just chill. We just like observe them.
They seem to be kind of hiking in the opposite direction. They see you, kind of move out of the way a little bit, and That seems to be it. You like 2 ships in that you'll pass if you don't want to do anything.
They seem friendly. I'm sure if Seth were here, he would have. So let's be friendly for now, as long as they didn't do anything to us or pose a threat to us.
How close do they get?
They do get somewhat close, but not in any way that's going to be
Like,
immediately.
Feet-wise.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Like within 30 feet, within 10 feet, within 5 feet?
Within 30, kind of maybe nearing 20, but that's about as far as at closest they get.
Can I try to like have a chat with them?
I use mold earth to make their cart wobble a whole bunch.
They're not in a cart. They're just walking.
Oh, alright.
Why would you do that?
Make
That's
mold earth to make one of them trip and make them all fall down.
wait. First thing first.
Dominoes.
I was gonna say that I can like talk with them, and to make sure that they say the truth, maybe I can cast the Zone of Truth.
How long does Zone of Truth take to cast?
I mean, if you use a spell slot, it's just an action. You might be able to ritual cast it for you. That might take, I think, probably 10 minutes, but
10 minutes.
double check.
It took 1 minute to cast. Oh, it's one action. Oh, come on.
The time is one action, and it's like for 10 minutes, 60 slash 15 feet sphere.
I think they know that you're casting it on them, though.
They would know.
They would know.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
casting is not super discreet unless you take that as a meta magic feat.
Hmm. Interesting. Well, let's not do that and just like talk with them and see what's gonna happen.
I'll make one of them fall over.
Why are you trying to attack them?
I'm not attacking them. I'm just making them fall over because it's amusing.
We're trying to use diplomacy here.
Sure, we'll give them a hand up, and they fall over.
But if Andy, if he did that, if he did it, would they know that we did it?
I cast subtle spells, so they don't.
Okay, so
They
you're going
don't?
with the material components.
And it doesn't. It's just somatic.
Okay,
Well,
do it. Do
It's
it.
nothing. I can wave a finger, but I don't even have to do that because it's a subtle spell.
Yeah. As you're kind of moving along in your carriage, you see them kind of looking out forward, not necessarily watching you, but more looking south as they're heading in the opposite direction from you. And one of them trips, and you see the keg that they were carrying kind of break a little bit and then start rolling down the hill.
Uh-oh.
So
Can I jump out and try to grab it? Like, help.
You
yeah,
can
well,
certainly try.
both of us
I'm
Get
monk.
that-
I'm pretty fast.
Okay.
go on, help them.
So, do we catch it?
Go ahead and Gale, roll me an athletics check first to see if you can catch up to it.
Athletics?
Yeah.
I do acrobatics, because it's dex.
Sure.
I'm okay with either, I don't care.
Here. Roll me an athletics check using your dexterity instead of your strength.
That would just be acrobatics.
Okay, then do that.
Or dex without any, modifier.
Works. That sounds good.
That would be 13.
13. It takes a bit, but you are skilled, and you have
Yes.
ways to kind of manipulate yourself to move forward a bit. You're light on the snow and able to catch up to it. Are you going to try and stop it, or?
Sure.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a strength saving throw. Because this is a barrel that is maybe up to your midsection. Like, it's big.
Oh.
It's big.
So I'm gonna have to roll good to save it. Right, what do I have to roll?
Strength saving throw.
Oh, saving throw. Oh, I'm good with those.
Yeah.
So, interesting. 15.
Yep, you are. It takes a second, and you kind of catch yourself with the barrel, and it keeps pushing you as inertia keeps moving you downward. But eventually, you kind of angle yourself, and it begins to slow, and then you begin to slow, and then you kind of get it to a stopping point. Roll me a
Nice.
perception check.
A perception check. That is quite. Oh no, Manfred's sniffing the microphone.
Mhm.
Perception. That is 8.
8.
I have a +2. I just keep rolling bad.
It's okay.
2 + 2 is 4.
The keg itself is damaged, but it's not unusable. It's perfectly fine, and it'll work. You saw him carrying it. They can pick it up. Yep, everything seems good.
Hey, you dropped something.
You see them kind of start lumbering back in your general direction. And
And then I arrive.
yeah.
After,
I'm gonna try like really, really terribly like.
And you see this individual kind of put his hand around it, and it doesn't quite get all around it. It gets maybe 40% of the way.
Okay, I cast levitate. On it.
It
Just yeah, slap.
levels up, and he kind of just puts his arm around it and picks it up again. Kind of.
what happened?
Now it's easier to hold.
And I can't do the voice because it's very deep and kind of guttural, but kind of thanks, or it's a lot more broken, but thank you.
Hey, try not to lose it next time. That's like rule number 1 with carrying large objects.
I'll try.
Do you want me to do it?
What?
What?
What's happening?
Nothing. Just continue.
Okay, so what's in this giant unwieldy cask anyway?
Well, it's just some equipment that we've been scavenging from up here, hoping to make
Ooh.
some coin.
It's fun. Thing we should watch out for.
So you're trying to sell these equipments?
I mean, that's. I think that's the goal of
We're
anyone
bringing
who's up
it
here.
back to town.
If
Race is this dude?
if you can
race?
show. Oh my god.
Is he like a?
Well,
Is he like a human or is he like a?
he's humanoid for sure. And kind of you roll for it, but just in the meta context, this is a Verbeeg. So kind of related to giants, but in a slightly offshoot way. That kind of went a little bit more genetically similar to Orcish, but yeah.
I tell him, can you show us like what type of weapons you have? We might be interested of buying some of them if we like it.
You have money for that? Oh yeah, I sold a thing.
Yeah, you sold a Morbid
Yeah.
skin for a lot of money.
Got some monies.
I have no idea if I have money or not.
You hang on.
So
should
what we
be
got here?
in your, I
What?
believe it's in your. Hang on.
Save you the trouble. You could head back to town, or you could sell right here and come on away. What's going on? We got.
How do I know how much money I have?
It would be on your inventory tab on D&D Beyond. It says currency, and then it's
Right corner.
you have 25 gold pieces.
Oh shit, you're rich.
Well, duh, I'm a king and a pharaoh.
I sold a bounder that I punched in the face.
You didn't
Have some money.
believe me that I was a pharaoh?
I mean, I don't really believe anything, as I am constantly in a dream state.
Well, you should believe some stuff.
I'm
Okay,
very dumb.
so, so, so let's
I have
see.
an intelligence of -1.
Are you serious? You're that dumb.
I am incredibly dumb.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Like, I'm
so,
gonna
what's we got?
this guy.
What's we got in this cask here? We got fun stuff, or we got just boring stuff?
He kind of takes it, sets it down, and it kind of depresses into the snow about 7-8 inches. It's just
Ooh, it's heavy.
it's super heavy, and
Is our cart stopped?
yeah. You're
I assume
right.
our cart has stopped, just traveling along without us.
Once you guys started jumping out, some of the guards who were in there kind of pulled over towards them, and they were halted, but they did not move back for you.
Yeah, it's fine.
And so, you see the one who was carrying the keg kind of take a knife to it and kind of try and yank up at the lid, and it doesn't quite work out so well. And so kind of waits for the other one to catch up, and he grabs the sword that the other one is carrying, and he kind of yanks it, plunges it right into the top, twists it, and then pulls the lid out, just impaled on the sword.
I mean, if you wanted, I had a crowbar. Could have just asked.
And then they open up the container. And
You should have offered that.
you are welcome to look
I
around.
could have, but that was hilarious.
Okay, so what we see inside the container?
A lot of just standard weapon fare.
So useless weapons.
They're not useless. They all have very well-defined uses.
They have any of these guns, as what's his face was hunting?
No.
Oh, anything looking magical or special in any way?
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check if you'd like. But
Ooh, I am quite terrible at those. Arcana. Oh, actually, no, I'm pretty good. 13.
there does not seem to be anything, at least as far as you can see, from this point of view, that would appear magical. Seems
I
like
just
they're
go up and like start
crating around.
rummaging around.
Yeah. Like-
So there's nothing magical in the weapons?
No. They're just standard fare.
They got a cool stick in there.
There's like a sword, like a good sword.
I rolled a natural 1 for a stick.
Oh, no stick.
Cool sword. Rolled
Like a sword, like a metal sword.
I mean, yeah, there's lots of metal swords. I rolled a 7, so I mean that's up to you. It's not exactly good. They're old. Some of them are quite rusty. Some have kind of cool designs, but just a little bit odd more than anything else.
Hold on.
Well,
Do they have a boomerang?
That went to an 18. Yes, they do have.
Yes, they have a boomerang.
They have
Is it a
boomerang.
special boomerang?
No, it is
Oh.
kind
I
of
wanted a special boomerang.
It's
Do
kind
they
of
have-
Boomerangs suck so much.
it's
do you have like a golden staff?
no,
Me?
No. Do they have a golden staff?
no.
No, they don't have any sticks.
Okay, then they're useless to me. I wanted
a
a golden
boomerang, though.
staff, and they don't have a golden staff.
Do you
I'm
wanna-
bored.
Boomerang.
So like for me, I want a golden staff with like what's it called? A snake head.
Ooh,
You,
Yeah.
you know Jaffar's like from Aladdin.
Yeah.
The set that he had, I want one. Like,
Far.
yeah, I want one like that, to be honest.
that would be cool. These guys do not have it.
Well, they're useless to me again.
How much you selling this boomerang for?
Kind of picks up like, I didn't even think we had this in there.
I can free up some space for you.
Do you have kind of pauses, looks over towards the other one, and they're like, I think that would sell for maybe 3 silver.
3 silver.
And then the other one kind of turns around and is like, 3 silver for this.
That does seem a little steep.
Does it? He kind of turns over to the other one, and the other guy kind of shrugs.
I don't know about it. How about 1 silver?
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion. I have a +1. Hey, 18.
Persuasion. I
The
just saw
+1.
that has come through as 11.
Oh shit, did I look away too fast? Yeah, it could have been 11, I don't know.
Yeah, it's all good. But
I saw it land on 15.
ah,
Yeah, 15 +1.
okay.
I didn't look at the lower left-hand corner, whatever.
Yeah, it's all
Lower
good.
right.
Whatever.
I do not care. It's 11, go ahead.
Okay. Well, we can do a silver.
Silver. Alright, here you go, you big boy.
You kind of toss it up to him, and it takes him a second, and he kind of catches it. And he catches it and kind of puts it into a small pouch that does not jingle at all.
I'm not sure if my character encounters ogres before, or whoever they are.
Nah, these guys don't really make their way that far south.
Can I ask them about who they are? After like they finish the transaction with him.
Oh, we're
I know what they are.
traders. Yeah, we
Eh.
make it. We make travel on these trails here and kind of sell our stuff from different folk up at what's that other place's name? And then the one that's down here, we kind of just transport and sell from one place to the other.
Andy, are we close to the city thing?
You're about halfway to the bottom of the range, and then there's 5 more days
Okay,
to get to the actual mountain.
so I'm gonna ask him. Does he know this area well?
I know it a little bit. We've walked this path in these hills for a good number of years.
I'm gonna start playing with my boomerang.
Oh my god. Well, I'm gonna say thank you to them, and bet them very well.
Okay. And they kind of move their way,
And I catch that guy by his ear and tell him, "Come on, let's go back. Stop playing with your boomerang.
I gotta wait for it to come back. Hold on 1 second.
You're gonna break or kill someone."
both of you roll a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
What? Why did you throw it?
Of course I threw it. It's a boomerang.
Oh my god.
The dexterity saving throw. I am quite good at these. 10. Punk.
Which dice are?
D20
D20 plus.
dex saving throw, so you would have +1 in that.
Well, I have 5.
What?
I got 5.
Okay.
Tunk.
And as you kind of begin to kind of call him back and kind of begin to pull him, the boomerang kind of whacks you on the side of the head as it comes back, and you take 2
Boomerang-
points of bludgeoning
Boomerang
damage.
does a 1d4 plus 2, so.
Oh, +2. My mistake. 4 then. 4
Oof.
points of bludgeoning damage.
You just You're an idiot. I'm just gonna say that out loud.
You should have got out of the way.
Where's my pencil? I don't have a pencil.
It's okay. Well,
Pick up my boomerang.
I did the
Smiling. Just a giant grin on my face.
Anyway, since it hit my head, it probably fell next to me. Right?
it
I
kind of
picked it up. It's
tumbles into
mine.
the snow. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna keep it with you. I'm gonna tell them until you know how to use it. I'm not gonna give it to you.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and grab it back.
Okay.
It's mine.
You cast what?
Mage Hand. Mine now.
What?
Mage Hand.
So you kind of pick it up and put it in your back pocket, and
I cast. What's it called? Where is that?
oh gosh.
I have a lot. I know. I had it in my head. No, it's not gonna work. Well, it's fine. He can take it.
Okay.
It's mine now.
The spectral hand kind of snatches
Take
it
my
from the
stuff.
from your.
The problem is, I don't know what these spells do. That's the problem.
Mine now.
If you have questions or anything, you can just say, I'm thinking of casting this spell, or I'd like to try and do this, and then we'll be able to kind of talk it through with you. And
What Shield of Faith? What will it do?
That gives you like a bonus to AC and
makes it
damage
harder.
people that attack you, I think.
Nope, it just gives you +2 AC for up to 10 minutes. So it's not bad. Just makes you harder to hit. You're making a shield out of air.
Yeah. Out of your faith.
Okay. Well, try to remove currency.
Uh,
What does revivify?
Revivify?
It's like a defibrillator.
It brings you back from the dead.
Okay. It only brings me or brings someone else.
It's someone else.
Yeah.
You can't cast it on yourself.
You'd be dead
Yeah.
without it. You have to die first to cast it. But it's a great spell. And I'm glad you have it in your back pocket now.
You a paladin or a cleric?
Cleric.
I'm a clerk.
Cleric, alright.
Yeah. Resistance, Toll of Dead. Like there's stuff that's common sense, but there's stuff that because like I'm trying to read it.
Each hand is basically like extendo hand.
Mm-hmm.
I have a hand that can float around and do stuff for me within 30 feet.
Then 30. How far am I from him?
Probably like 10, 20, 10, 5, 10 feet.
Mhm.
Not
Plus-
that far.
He's also fast and can catch up to you.
I'm very, very fast.
I know. Well,
I have a walking speed of 40 feet.
milled into stone.
Both of you roll me a perception check when you pick up the boomerang from the snow.
I'm gonna use
Dang.
spell magic.
Dispel magic.
Yep.
Poof, the hand disappears.
Here we go.
Run up and grab it.
The last minute. I didn't know that I have dispel magic. Wow.
Oh yeah.
I just saw it last minute. So as I told you, I'm gonna keep it until you learn.
I'll cast Mage Hand again and you can grab it.
I
Cast as much as I want. It's a cantrip.
I also cast spell magic. We're just gonna keep going like that.
How long can you do it? I can do it forever. Mage Hand. Take my boomerang. It's mine.
Well, do you want me to break your boomerang?
It's a metal boomerang.
It's a metal boomerang. Okay.
Make a dexterity saving or strength saving throw.
Oh gosh.
Hit him with a fist of unbroken air.
Are you serious? You really want it that bad?
Take my boomerang.
What does sending do?
It lets you.
That's a message.
Yeah. You can send 25 words to a creature of your choice on any plane at any time.
Make a strength saving throw.
So D20 plus 1.
Okay. Can I? What does locate object does?
If you lose something within 1,000 feet of you, you can cast this spell and find it.
An enchant ability.
Enhance ability allows you to. I think that just like gives you advantage on any of the
Mental
charisma
stats.
was like one of the mental stats or something.
Resistance. So
You make your save.
well, to be honest, like I'm just gonna throw it to him.
Okay.
And you can't really dispel this anyway.
Which one?
Fist of Unbroken Air.
Fist of Unbroken Air. I'm basically just punching you with air.
Well, before you do that, I throw it away to you.
Too bad. Take it anyway.
I don't-
Saving throw.
Just D20 plus 1.
Who, me?
Yep.
Ah, sorry.
It's okay.
Well, 5.
5. Oof, that dice is
Alright.
betraying you tonight.
What?
Dice is betraying you tonight.
I know.
Take 17 damage and are pushed 20 feet away. Are knocked clean into the snow. I pick up my boomerang and walk back to the cart.
He is an airbender, basically.
He's an airbender, and
I'm an everything bender. I'm an element bender.
you're an element bender. Well-
Both of you roll a perception check from all of your frolicking in the snow.
Why?
Perception.
Because there's, I don't know, maybe there's stuff in it.
8. I like my boomerang.
You are
Wow.
very content with your boomerang.
Perception.
Mine. I
Perception.
throw it one more time and then catch it and go back into the cart.
I got 14.
14, okay.
I mean, it helps then you're face first into the snow.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
When this Fist of Unbroken Air kind of hits you, you kind of skid along the ground a little bit, and while you're there, your head kind of hits something, but it gives and it's soft. And you notice that you hit something, but it's odd. When you stand up, there's kind of a bag there that had kind of been buried in the snow.
Bag.
What bag? I pick up the bag, try to open it.
Okay, you open it. There are a couple small things in it, and hard to say. You kind of look through, and there's 3 vials. They're kind of test tube shaped. They have kind of corks kind of stuffed in the end, and there is a kind of pinkish red, magenta / fuchsia, something along in those lines, translucent liquid kind of sloshing around in all 3 of them. There is a small journal that just kind of seems very basic and pedantic with just nature information. Couple notes scrolled in the margins, but that would take much more time to read and to understand fully the extent of what those mean. Also in the bag there is 25 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, another 25.
yeah.
I'm taking that.
Jeez.
I'm not gonna give it.
Rich.
This weirdo attacked me.
Hey, don't take my shit.
You're the one who threw it and it hit me.
Yeah, you were standing in the way.
Anyway, before you continue, can I cast like healing boards so I can heal myself?
Yeah.
I did a lot of damage to you.
Cure Wounds would probably be your better bet for this. And so if you cast it like 2nd level, that would be 2d8 plus 5 that you can heal.
So D8.
Yep.
8. Is it the triangle one?
It is kind of, well, I mean, it is it
The
has a
diamond
triangular
looking
face.
one.
Yeah, it's two 4-sided pyramids stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, I see that. That has like
8
four,
sides.
4 on top and 4 on the bottom, right?
Yep. 8
Okay,
sides.
do you want so you want me to throw these 2 times?
Yep. Throw it twice.
I got 7.
Okay.
I got 8.
Okay. Wow, that's really good. 15. You heal
What?
20 points of damage.
Nice.
So wait, so I lost 17.
17.
You're full health.
Yeah, you're full.
So basically I'm full health again.
Yep.
Well,
See, you're fine. You got like healing shit and stuff.
I got 25 plus 20. I'm just adding that to my character sheet.
I mean, that would have like killed a squirrel. You shook it off, and now you're fine. Look at you. You can take it. You're a tough
So,
boy.
so the vials that I have, can I cast detect poison and diseases on it?
Ooh. Yeah. These are not poison.
Or diseases?
Nope.
Or
It's botulism.
I'm gonna keep them with me
Okay.
until if we need them, I might like use it or do some tests on it to see what it is.
You have 3 unidentified potions.
So I'm just gonna add it to my inventory.
Look at him.
Sure. They're exactly as I said. Can I test
I'm
to-
asking him because he's mad at me.
Oh.
He took my boomerang.
Well, for now, since we don't know anything about it, and I'm sure you don't look that intelligent to me, so we're just gonna keep them. And
I mean, you know, you never know what
you wanna try
could
one?
happen.
do you want to try one?
Sure.
Well, what colors are they?
They're all the same kind of fuchsia color.
Okay, I'm gonna give him one and see what's gonna happen. If he
Cool,
dies,
I'll take
well,
it. Take it and drink it.
well,
I don't give a shit.
now I have 2.
Okay.
You pop it open.
You feel a sudden rush of vitality as you consume the liquid inside.
Cool. What is it?
So it's like a healing potion.
Perhaps. He wasn't damaged, so...
I was fine, so I just feel great.
What do you feel? Do you just feel great?
I feel great.
Do you feel stronger?
Nope.
Do you feel more like strong? Like you can lift
I
stuff?
feel like I got a nice wake up slap, if that makes sense.
Well, looks like we found Coca-Cola, guys. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna keep the other 2. Probably they might have different effects, but only we're gonna use them
Look the
unless
same.
we need them. Okay?
Oh.
And
Drink them when
never,
you're on like death's door, though.
and never
Yes.
and never tell that sleeping person what we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still completely out in the cart.
Which is weird. Well,
I mean, I was out. You kind of woke me up.
we go back to the cart and continue our journey.
Okay.
And we draw some more on Sister's face.
Go ahead and roll
Play with my boomerang a bit more.
a second D8 for the weather the next day.
D8.
D8. It's
2
a
or
5.
Do you want me to roll twice or once?
Just one. 1D8.
I rolled a 5 if you want mine or if you want his, I don't care.
Well, both of us rolled 5.
Okay, well,
Hey, look at that.
that is good. Another
Was
day
destined
of,
for 5.
another day of clear travel. And one of you roll me a D12.
I shall roll D12.
You do D12 until I get you.
Is 7.
Which
7. Okay. This day it's kind of very slow, very uneventful. There's chatter among all 3 of you. Kind of guards in the caravan. They're keeping to themselves mostly. Until you kind of, and as the day grows weary, you start approaching the edges of the mountain range. Lots of smaller hills. The elevation slowly becomes much more noticeable here. And you see kind of almost images of people who have made this same trek, but also they're still and unmoving.
You got any shit on them?
Doesn't look like it. Just people who maybe had a dream, didn't make it home.
Maybe we should ignore them? What do you think?
Losers. Ain't gonna do anything with them. They don't got stuff on them.
Maybe we should just leave them alone.
Sure.
There you go, Andy. We just leave them alone.
Okay.
I will continue our walk.
The cart continues. So there are 5 days left in this journey. It's your call if you'd want to speed them along or if you want to roll for random encounters every day, or for... Here, go ahead and just roll me a d8 just as the start. Just one of you.
Roll it this time.
I got a 5.
5. Another day of clear travel.
We're having
Day
great
passes.
luck with clear travel.
This is a relatively friendly weather table.
This is so chill.
Yeah, it's a nice and relaxing journey.
I'll throw my boomerang again.
Oh my god, no. I move away from that boomerang.
You're able to catch it.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me another d8 for the next day.
Frisbee, but I play with myself. Wait, nope, that's a D10.
Again? I
4.
got 6.
4, 6. Okay. It begins to snow a bit, but you're able to still move unhindered. Go ahead and
I'll
roll
use
me-
prestidigitation to make it a little bit warmer in the cart.
Okay. That is nice, especially for your sleeping friend.
And also I cast I have something that does food and water.
Create food
Eat
and
food
water.
and water.
Yeah, create food and water.
You are able to feast quite nicely these
Who's
nights.
Nice.
selling over here?
I'll have to eat more Bander jerky. Still gonna eat my more Bander jerky.
Okay. 3 more days of travel.
Another D8.
Yep.
I got 8.
Ah, 7.
Okay. 8. Okay, nice. So 8, you actually gain a day. Clears up and you're able to move faster. So one
Nice.
more D8 roll and you'll be able to reach. and
I
you'll
got
get the
8.
mountain.
I got 8.
Hey, look at that.
The journey
Nice.
finishes early.
Man, my luck is really great. I don't know why. My luck is really like wavering from side to side.
That's how it happens.
Almost like it doesn't matter. Dun dun dun.
No, it definitely does, because...
Oh.
roll me a d12, Aaron.
Okay.
This is so ominous.
That's a 12.
Roll me another d12, Aaron.
Okay. That's an 8.
Oh. Ooh, this is
What?
a cool one. This is cool. As you are kind of driving up, well, not driving, but riding in the cart up towards it, you see something kind of sticking out of the snow. You're at point... if you're looking at the map that I put in chat that technically you wouldn't have access to, but you're roughly around the point that is A5.
We're breaching the mountains.
Oh yeah, you've kind of turned inward from the path that would eventually take you towards Coritas. You see some things kind of sticking out of the ground, and large kind of little bits of woven fabric and wood that's kind of splintered around across the ground with bits of brass that kind of adorn it in different places.
Check the mountains above us.
Okay.
Is there signs of things falling down?
Nope.
Is there that sign of things looking at us?
Go ahead and roll perception.
I'm great at that. 15.
Doesn't seem to be anyone looking at you.
Alright, then I'm gonna... It has the makings of a super prodigy? Oh, the dice.
Yeah.
I guess I'll look at some fun stuff on the ground. I'm bored.
You keep looking for fun stuff on the ground.
Kind of looks like there are different elements of it that seem kind of warped into a almost boat-like shape.
Boat.
Yep. Mountain boat.
Mountain boat.
On
That
the
is
ground?
interesting.
On the ground.
How big is this mountain boat?
It is.
Is it like SUV sized or is it like yacht sized?
You're asking you should ask what the hell is a mountain? Is the boat doing on a mountain?
It's about
Oh, you're fine.
45
Also, it's-
feet from front to back, and
Oh, so
20
it's
from
way
the side.
bigger than 500 pounds.
Yeah, it's huge. And it's kind of crashed well, if it would go in any certain direction, there seems to be kind of where a mast would be kind of pulled up from the front. It's been crashed headlong into the ground from the air.
I use mold earth and kind of dig away to where I can find the captain's ship wheel.
Oh, that's super easy. It's in the back.
Yeah, dig it away. Try to find it. But if it's still intact.
The
Be working.
area is still intact, but the wood itself has kind of been eaten and frozen away at by nature and other
Does it
people
look
who
like
are
it's-
looking around.
Does it
Before
look
you
like
move on, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
The entire thing lights up.
oh shit?
Well, you shouldn't go in there.
Magic boat,
You shouldn't
mountain
go in
boat.
there.
Get it working. I'm gonna see if I can get it working.
Don't go in there.
I'm gonna go in there.
There's a lot of magic in there. You need to be careful.
That's why I'm going in there. I use my diggy spell to try to find opening to get in.
Okay.
I want a mountain boat. I want my own mountain boat.
You're able to kind of force your way up. It's a bit of a climb to kind of get to where the captain's quarters would be, but since it's near the rear of the boat. But you're able to get in. There's a door on either side of it. And
What the Divine Favor does?
Divine favor?
Mm.
Is that the
Divine Favor.
What's that one? That one's bonus action. It does basically it helps whenever you touch whenever you touch yourself, yeah, it's yourself up to 1 minute. Your weapon attacks deal an extra 1d4 radiant damage. They're like all glowy and shiny, fun.
Okay, I just wanted to know.
Alright,
here,
so I am entering this ship.
let me send you an image of what it looks like in chat. Now, granted, the one that you are encountering here is severely broken down and has been scalped for parts and pieces by lots of other adventurers and individuals who have been in this area. But nonetheless, if it was fully assembled, this is kind of what it would look
Ooh,
like.
it's an airship. It's a mountain boat.
I'm trying to see if I have any spells that can like protect us against magic, but I don't. But I don't have. Because here's the thing, I have the stuff protects me like against poison, and against like something else. What not.
I got shield and absorb elements. I'm fine. I'm going to try to figure out how to turn this thing on.
Why do you want it on? It's weather.
Cause I want a mountain boat.
God, and it's full, and it's full of magic. We don't know if it's like good magic or bad magic.
Good magic, smudge maggot. Every magic is used for evil in one way or another. I'm half evil. Let me turn this thing on.
You're even more reckless than that guy.
Did you not notice?
He stole one of these in a previous campaign.
I just noticed that.
I'm gonna try to see what I can do. I have no idea how this thing works, what this thing is. I want a mountain boat. I want to see if I can turn it on.
Can
Please
I cast?
turn it on.
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Arcana. How is my Arcana? +2. I wanna pull out a special die for this because I want this to work. Give me
Okay.
1 second.
You're proficient in this.
Can I cast a perception check to see if I know anything about this boat?
You can certainly try.
Let me
Okay,
roll.
I'm back.
Perception checks.
I
So,
agree.
Yeah, I'm doing a perception check right now.
okay.
So 9 + 5. This. Okay, good.
All right. I will send you a picture.
I have. I rolled 14.
14.
Where's? There we go. All right.
Okay. Before I answer what you had, Miro, I want to hear about the Arcana check.
It's +2.
+2. Okay. Well, right, but what did you roll?
I knew this dice wouldn't let me down. It's my favorite dice. Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's the green one. Of course.
It's the
course
green one. I love
one.
this dice. It is my
Why?
best dice. I love it so much.
21. The ship itself has been torn piece from piece. Do you have anything that deals lightning damage? Or could maybe be used to do something like that? Because you
We
get
got
the feeling that there's...
Prestidigitation. I can cause. Wait. Do you have anything that does lightning damage?
I'm trying to see.
I can absorb elements and then just shock it into the system.
I think
However I
that-
feel.
I'm trying to see if I have like anything that does like shock damage, but I have a lot of stuff to read through.
Can I just cause a little
Wait,
spark within?
Yeah.
Andy, didn't you tell me that? Do you remember when we were like on the camp and Seth like used like ball of something that was like electricity? And he told me like that I have it.
Lightning bolt?
Yeah, don't I have that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
That
use
will work fantastic. But will I know if that's too much electricity or not?
You don't know.
Mm.
But, hey, electricity...
How many times can you cast lightning bolt?
Lightning bolt is a 3rd level spell. He can do it twice as a
Where
cleric.
is-
Okay, good. Hit me with it once, and then if that doesn't work, hit the ship with it. So hit me with
Where
it.
is lightning bolt? I don't see it on my sheet.
I believe it's one of the spells that you could take for today. Let me just double check. I'm willing to
Yeah.
let you cast it since
Oh wait, wait a second.
what?
Absorb elements. I can just do whatever I want because I have the freaking sorcery points.
Oh,
I can do
yeah.
whatever I want. Green flame blade turns into a green lightning blade. There. I don't have to waste any of your spells.
Don't worry about it, Marwan.
But I don't see lightning bolt.
Okay, so that's prepared spells, known spells. Oh yeah. Oh wait, hang on, I misspelled it.
In the ship. Helping.
Well, that's just light. Oh, yeah, no, I'm sorry, yeah, I am wrong. You are right. You do not have access to Lightning Bolt. I think that
It doesn't matter anyway. I have green lightning blade now.
Because I remember we were talking about it.
Yeah.
He told me, yeah, you will have it.
Oh no, I think it was a bard who might have cast it or something. I don't know entirely. I don't remember entirely. But,
Doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, clerics have a gnarly spell list.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
But no, there are definitely some spells here that I'd be able to pull through and find that do lightning damage. I just haven't mulled through the list in a while.
Yeah, sorcerer and wizards only get lightning bolt.
Oh. I think bards can steal it though too, because they have...
Bards, pretty much anything can steal from the wizards, so you
Fair.
can get anything.
But you're able
Rogues can get
to
it.
shock it with your absorb elements, or...
I can do it with anything I want because I've changed the is it called features and traits transmute spell
You said that was worthless.
and magic. Oh, I said subtle spell was worthless. Transmute spell is great. I love it.
Then, never mind. I'm just an idiot. I'll take that. You're able to kind of get a spark going, and you see the ship kind of float upward for the briefest of seconds. But it does defy
not
gravity for a moment.
Does it need more spark?
Maybe. It could use a lot of things in order to actually maintain something. Like, this would require a lot of gold and a lot of resources to get working, but it's not impossible.
Why do you, like? Does this ship fly?
Wait, that'd be awesome.
Miro,
Yes.
as you see this kind of begin to float upward for a second, you immediately are taken back to your vision.
Are you serious? Okay.
As
So
there
what
was a large floating shape, and then thousands, hundreds of smaller ones raining down across the sky, descending. And they kind of float through you in different amorphous forms and shadows. But having seen this, there's similarities.
So these ships were part of the vision.
Yep.
So right now, he claimed the ship, right?
I mean,
I mean, it's our ship if we can get it working.
It
Yeah.
is sitting out here crashed in the middle of the range. Anyone has access to it.
Okay, but is he on it? Is he safe?
He's on it, yeah, he's fine. He's trying to shock it into some sort of life.
I try it again.
Magic to be detected. I'm worried about the magic more about getting it working.
I want to get it working. Hit me with something. Hit me with acid, cold, fire, lightning, thunder. Doesn't matter.
I'm gonna hit you because I have like probably continual flame will be bad thing to cast.
You got any just basic fire damage?
Trying to see here. I have 2 pages of stuff. I'm trying to see here.
He does have a lot of spells.
Alright, sorry.
Gentle, what is gentle something?
Gentle
I'm pretty
Repose,
sure-
that's for keeping people from not dying.
Oh, that does 1d8 damage. So that would... Green Flame Blade would be more than Absorb Elements.
Do I have any attack spells?
Actually, I could do both of them. I could do Absorb Elements and Green Flame Blade, so that would be more.
One of your best attack spells would be like Guiding Bolt. but that
Lightning bolt
deals
does
radiant damage.
radiant. I don't need a lot of damage. I need like as little damage as you can if you can.
Buff of warding.
Unless he wants to destroy the ship.
I don't want him to.
Yeah, protect energy standing sequence because it does. Tumbling water walk. Spirit Shroud. Do I have any good attack spells?
I mean, let's actually. You have probably some cantrips that. You took Sacred Flame as a cantrip, so you can just continually spew fire. Oh no, that's Radiant.
That's radiant.
Word of Radiance is the version of it that's fire. So, yeah.
Where's Sacred Flame?
Sacred
those are
Flame
up at the
is
top.
fire. Not
Sacred
fire.
Flame is Radiant. Word of Radiance is fire.
And I really need to sit down and highlight the attack spells that I have. And the most useful spells. Because, looking through this is so mesmerizing.
Are you available on Monday? We can kind of probably do some Danger Room kind of stuff and
Yeah,
familiar.
on Monday it depends. Probably in the evening would be the best.
Sounds
Do I just have a tinderbox?
Yeah.
Can I light myself on fire? Use absorb elements, and then use 1d6 thunder damage or lightning damage plus my second transmute spell to use green flame blade to turn into green thunder blade.
You can certainly try.
I saw the guiding bolt.
Guiding Bolt is an amazing attack spell. But it does radiant damage, which is not what he's looking for here.
So I will do 1d6 plus 1d8 lightning damage to this thing.
Okay.
Elements. So as much as I possibly can.
Why are you trying to destroy it?
I'm not. I'm trying to shock it into life. It needs more juice.
He's trying to jumpstart it.
We should just take our time and fix it first.
It doesn't. I think it needs to be on to fix.
Well, the wood is old, as he said, and probably half the ship is buried.
We don't. Yes, I'll unbury the ship with my other cantrip,
Mold Earth.
Old Earth. Then I'll jump shard.
I'm too worried that you might actually break the ship beyond repair.
You're able to kind of get it seated, and so it's level with you now instead of having to climb around to get into it.
All right.
Or you sank it more into ground.
No, he did not sink it into ground. It was tilted upright. He's kind of gotten it so it's on par with the ground, and so you're
Are these other guys gonna help, or are they just not giving a shit?
They're helping you kind of get it straightened up. They're just more in the background since you're taking initiative on this.
All right. So I will try to fix anything that I need to.
And I'm gonna help them.
If you're looking around for things that would need fixed, there's a lot of things that need fixed. Like this place has, it's not
to
just
get
been
it to move.
This has been exposed to the elements for years, and has been raided by other adventurers and people who have tried to do exactly what you're doing for years.
We will try.
I got it to levitate for a little bit. If I can get it to levitate enough, we can take it back to A city and get fixed up. Right?
You can certainly try.
But you tried and then levitated for a bit. If you keep trying, we don't know what's gonna happen to the ship. And also, like in his stage that he said, I'm not sure if it's gonna even if it floated, it might break if it floated in the sky because we don't know if the weather is probably good, but we don't know like how would it affect the ship when it flies?
I mean, think about it like this. Right now, we have a ship. If we move on, we don't have a ship anymore.
We're not gonna move on. We're not gonna move on. We,
So what do we want to do? What do we get? What could we do? We don't have anything out here.
we need to know what things need to be prepared first. So we have a good handling of what ship can do and what the ship can't do. We need
All right. So how do we do that? I have no idea what any of this is.
we just inspect the ship and see how is it built out of wood?
It is
Partially.
primarily built out of wood. There's bits of brass, kind of decorative along different parts of it, but it's a much more utilitarian kind of design.
What about the wings? Because see the wings. Are the wings with it?
The
cloth.
wings, there is no cloth on them, and the wooden poles that would usually be supporting them are broken.
Okay. What about the engine? The blades and the
You can see pieces of it there. Parts of it will work if you can start it up, but it's not in
damage.
any condition that would be reasonably safe by any imagination.
Okay. And what about the wood itself? The whole integrity.
As if it's been exposed to the elements for the past 4 to 5 years.
This thing will break if we try to fly. I'm just gonna if we try to levitate.
And we can try. What's the harm in trying?
It's either if you try it, it's either if it's like a 50-50 chance, and I think it's even 50-50 chance. I think it's more like 80 not working and 20
Right.
working. So it's exposed, like even it's full, and its whole integrity, the wood managed to hold itself. You cannot control it since it doesn't have any cloth, and the engine, the propellers, is broken. So how are you gonna control it?
We'll figure that out. What's up?
What? You need to think. You need to prepare for this.
That's for other people. For
What?
people who get in our way.
What? No. You're trying to fix it. If you want to keep it, you have to think about this. Because it's actually a cool vehicle, and it would be really nice to.
Yeah, but how are we gonna do any like?
Okay.
We
I'm
don't
not-
have anything out here. I'm using what we have.
Okay. I'm casting locate object to see what's around us.
It only works on one object, I think.
Yeah, one object at a time that you're looking for.
I think you have to be familiar with the object.
Well, let me try and locate. Like he told me, the stuff that holds the thing is like. So the engine itself, it's not on it. The engine,
There are pieces of it.
like all the pieces are destroyed, or is like scattered.
Some of them have been scavenged, some of them are there, some of them are gone, some of them are damaged, some of them are completely intact and fine. It's a mess. And it's a
Really?
miracle you got it to barely work in the first place.
So it is working.
Little bit. Just needs a bigger juice. That's what I thought.
Where is
Once
the
we got it up, then it'd be a whole lot easier to work on anything.
Do,
that we
do,
need
do,
to.
do we know where the nearest?
The nearest town, if you went back the way you came, it's 7 days journey. Korotos is maybe about 5, so you could probably save a couple of days, but that's mostly a. That's
So we're in the
Korotos
middle
is
of
kinda hard.
nowhere.
Yes, you are in
So-
the middle of nowhere in a mountain range trying to fix a flying boat that crashed several years
Mountain
ago.
I have no idea why he's doing it, but it's fine. Here's the thing. So it's levitating a little bit right now, right?
No,
Oh.
it got popped up for like a second and then immediately went right back into the ground.
So, if you got it to levitate a little bit, we can tie it to our cart, and we can go back to our village and fix it. Because this thing will not fly. So the only thing you need to do You over there, look at me. Look at me in the eyes. Look at me in the eyes. I'm gonna turn on my camera. Look at me in the eyes. I know you're looking at you're not doing it. Look at me in the eyes. Just give it enough power so it can float a little bit. A little bit.
Sure. I'll give it as much as I can.
Don't give it as much as you can.
I can't give it much.
Don't give it as much as you.
Go
Just
ahead
give it
and try.
enough power so it can.
I'll cast levitate on it to take 500 pounds off of the weight that it needs to lift. How about
Okay.
that?
Are you still riding it?
Eh.
Okay.
Just get off of it.
I want to captain this ship.
You're not gonna be on it when we hold it all the way back to the city.
Sure. Okay.
Just come
But I
on.
want to be on. I gotta be on it to shock it. Right?
You can touch it. You don't have to be on it.
I gotta be, in the engine room to bring it back to life.
You
I
can
mean,
touch
the engine is under several floorboards that have holes in them from the upper deck.
So you can touch the engine from when you're down there. And also the propellers are in pieces. So I don't think the engine will do anything.
This
You gotta get the levitation engine, whatever that means.
There's
I'm making all this stuff up. I have no idea what this thing is. I'm excited. I want a mountain boat.
there's
I know.
even a levitation engine.
I'm so
Don't worry about it. If it fails, then we don't have a mountain boat, and we're back to where we were.
No.
Get back
We
here.
would just waste our time. Also, this thing was in my vision, so I'm really curious on how it works.
All right, I'll go back in and try to get it back to life.
Oh my god.
Andrew, what do I need to roll?
I don't know. What were you trying to do?
Trying to.
He was
The littlest knowledge of what I have, which is nothing. I mean, I have a little bit from that
Wait,
journal.
let me
That
use
was
my
kind of about-
intelligence then. Let me use my intelligence to see what the hell does that engine trying to do.
I have a little bit from the book about floating objects.
Right.
I mean, they were cities versus whatever this is, but I got some knowledge about that.
Sure.
Like, should be able to correlate those two together to know what I need to charge up to be able to get it to float.
Shouldn't I cast intelligence on it just in case?
I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I'm gonna try to figure what else I can.
This
Can
is
help
not the
out.
floating city, and it does not necessarily work on the same systems.
I mean, they both float.
Yes. The city of Jaws Moramir floats. That doesn't necessarily mean that they work the same way.
For me, they do.
Oh my god! Just wait. Let me roll like intelligence. and
Go
see
ahead.
what's going
You are absolutely welcome to, but this is...
on. I do the D20, right?
Yep, D20 plus... Yeah.
Plus the 2 intelligence. Okay. Well, I got 11.
This is weird. Like, this is alien technology to you.
Okay. Well, shock it and let's see what's gonna happen.
I mean, it worked last time.
We'll see what's gonna happen.
All right, maximum damage. Let's go.
Maximum half.
You're basically using a defibrillator to jumpstart a car.
Just do half. You're gonna burn out the engine.
I don't have anything else.
Oh my god. Okay, go for it.
Let's do this.
All right, I'm using all my stuff.
Okay.
Levitate, meta magic, absorb elements, green flame blade turned into a lightning blade. I'm getting this thing
He's gonna
up
kill
and
it.
going.
I swear, it's gonna get destroyed.
I'll use whatever I can. I'll use Mage Hand to try to lift the boat.
And I
10
get
pounds less.
here, and I get my royal chair and start watching him breaking it up.
What do I need to roll?
I guess if it's green flame blade, roll an attack.
Attack?
Attack? You're attacking the engine.
That's not what I want to do.
I mean, you have to generate the damage for it, so I guess it's not going to
I'll be
resist you.
Blam.
Oh yeah, and Andy,
Yes.
I was at Goodwill and I found this really amazing metal die,
I don't know how this works.
Nice.
and I got it for like $1. It's
Wow.
actually like you know the metal dies that you have.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same exact thing, but it's like red, with like the edges. It's like not brown, it's like gray.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm using it. I'm gonna use it because I found also like a small box to throw it in. So that's what I'm using. The blue ones I'm just putting it for like decoration.
9 lightning damage.
Okay. You watch as this insane preparation kind of begins, and you kind of heave at every direction and kind of plant your hand into the guts and the inner workings of.
Try to
this
find
vessel.
what I would assume would take electricity. I don't know.
The battery would take electricity. Duh.
Sure. I
And
don't know what that is.
these arcs of energy come forth from your hand.
I'm basically jamming my hands down into the center of a alien wharf ship and just like, this'll work.
I'm sitting down on my royal chair, just looking at the show.
You're able to get it maybe a foot off the air for a second and a half. And then it
Then-
crashes back into the ground.
There's nothing that we can do. We're stuck with this thing.
Did you try full power?
That was everything I had.
Okay, so let's try to see what's broken with
Don't have it. I can't do that again. Yeah.
He has used all of his stuff to
I
try
know. Maybe there's like a part missing that's making it crash back. Because that
We want to
means
spend 3 weeks here. We gotta. I mean, we can't just sit here.
There's a lot
That's
of
everything I had. That's all. You're done.
you're the one who made us stay here. You're the one who wanted this to supply.
And what else can I do? I tried my best.
Miro. You roll me an insight check, please.
The D20
Me?
one?
Yep, D20 plus insight.
What's inside? Where is that?
You have +5 to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I got 14.
Okay.
5. That's 19.
Okay. From your experience in dealing with generals and warships and just everything that is involved in military production and research and development for different technologies and such, and kind of having been able to go through pocketbooks and understand the finances of raising and understanding this sort of, well, not this sort of, but more common era technology. The amount to be able to try and get this not necessarily suitable, but understood and maybe in a path to repair would be exceeding 10,000 gold.
Well, let it. Can we document it? Document the ship and the style that we find it, and
Oh yeah,
I
absolutely.
don't want anyone else knowing it's here.
like
We unburied it, so they're probably gonna know that it's here.
because what I'm thinking of, that we can document the ship and like know the design of it, then maybe later we can build it. I'm just
Reverse
saying.
engineer it.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. If you want to write that down, go on ahead. I ain't gonna stop you. I gave it everything I had, and I'm quite sad.
I
Hit
swear,
me with my boomerang.
you're the same thing.
Anything else you would like to do while you're at the ship today?
No, that's it. We just like take some notes about the ship. Please.
Deal 5 damage to the ship with my boomerang.
Oh my god. Why are you trying to destroy the ship now?
You see
Wait a second.
piece of the wood kind of bow in and break.
Hold on a second. Inside the ship, when I was shocking it to get it back to life, was there anything that was distinctly making it float?
Didn't
Was it just like the whole ship kind of...
the whole ship kind of? It was all at once.
There wasn't like a quote-unquote anti-gravity engine.
Here, roll me a just general insight check. And
10.
hard to say.
I wouldn't be able to find like the heart of what makes it glow. I wanted to put it on my boomerang just out of spite.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to figure out what it would have been, if anything.
What does magic circle does?
Magic circle?
Yeah.
A bunch of things, I think.
Yeah, I think it. You create a 10-foot radius, 20-foot tall cylinder of magical energy centered on a point around the ground, glowing runes. Choose one or more type of the creatures: celestials, elementals, fae, fiend, or undead. And that type of creature can't willingly enter the circle by non-magical means. They have disadvantage on attack rolls against targets within it. Targets within the cylinder can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by a creature. So it's a great
Basically,
spell, but it would do nothing for this.
The cylinder of don't touch me.
Oh my god. Yeah. Life transform. I can transform life. Transform life. Well, I think that's all we can do for it.
And that's all I had.
Oh, you sound so disappointed that you couldn't get the
I
flying
wanted a
magic
mountain
ship.
boat. I wanted a mountain boat.
Like, I know it's in the meta, but for the context, I've only used these in one other campaign, and they only got it until when they were level 10. And they
I
stole
mean, even
it.
if it was like severely damaged, barely floated, it was basically a glorified cart. That'd be awesome. I'd want a mountain boat.
As I said, we wrote it down. We wrote its specifications down, and we can build it later.
We have $3 billion.
What?
We have $3 billion. I live in the woods. I don't do technology.
Oh my god, you're gonna.
The fact that I got it to lift off the ground was exhilarating.
Well, there's nothing we can do. We tried everything, and wait, the thing is like, it's the city is it's back. It's like 7 days back.
7 days back.
Silarian is 7 days away, yes. Koratos
Yeah,
is
7
about 5.
Yes, it's 5 days. So there's no, because we can go back, ask for the materials, and come back to the ship, but we don't know what state the ship will be. Like at least you can get like the parts to make it levitate at least. I'm sure these parts will not be that expensive. Just to
I think they'd be very expensive. I've never seen one of these before.
well, just forget about it. We're leaving. I saw when Seth
I
comes
bought
on.
a hamburger once and it was like silver. It was expensive. It was a good hamburger though.
Come on, let's go.
Okay. You head towards the mountain, and you see, and as the day begins to draw to a close, you see small campfires kind of dotting the mountainside, as there are several different camps of individuals who have kind of made their posts on the hill, in and out of different dig sites. Some you can probably assume are inside of the Arakel Mountain as a part of and kind of working within the golden treasure trove that is Vos Karad. And with that, we're actually going to transfer back to Koratos and 13 and Lepticus.
It's getting late.
It is.
And next time when Seth comes, he's gonna say, "What do you guys do?" Oh, we spent like a lot of days. We spent like a week trying to fix the ship. Didn't go as planned.
What mountain boat?
Found a mountain boat.
We
I was
can-
gonna. I was. If we got it working to the point where even if it was just barely hovering across the ground, I would be so happy.
That's
Terry-
what I was saying.
I would have named it Mountain
Yeah, I'm
Boat.
here.
Okay, cool.
Like that was I was saying. We could have went back 5 days to the village and came back, but there was no guarantee on what state the ship will be in the 10 days.
There's no guarantee that they'd have parts for it either.
Yeah. So
Out of character, there's no way this was gonna work. Out of
Yeah,
character,
yeah.
this was long shot.
yeah.
Gale is dumb as a rock.
Wait, isn't Seth like experienced with the machines and stuff and weapons since he's a commander?
Yeah,
I think he's
He could have helped us. He could have helped us.
he's good with
But what
tinker's tools and working with guns and such, but
Yes,
Yeah,
he
he-
could have helped us in this.
Would he have helped you though? You weren't working on a gun.
Yeah, that is true.
I would have made him to help us. You don't know what, my control over Seth.
You would have threatened him with death, and you and
Probably.
reward him with that as well.
Yeah, I would have been. I would have done. And this is funny. Is I would have mounted a mountain goat to the front of it and called it Mountain Boat.
Oh my god! Stop watching Hermitcraft.
Unruined.
Stop
Wow.
watching Hermitcraft. Okay, let's continue.
Whatever.
okay.
No more Mountain Boat.
So 13 and Lepticus and a Nace and individual who has not given you their name. You are in a cart, traveling the 5 days towards the Arakel Mountain. Would you like to roll for the weather on your journey?
I would love to do that.
Okay. Go ahead
What?
and roll me a d8.
A
Go
D8. Two.
Ooh.
Let's get crazy.
Let's get crazy.
Sorry if my voice sounds off right now, by the way. My computer crashed, so I'm joining with my phone.
It's all good.
My real life weather is pretty mediocre, so I can imagine quite well what's about to happen.
As you're kind of getting off into the wildlands again, snow begins to fall faster and harder as you are enraptured into a blizzard and lose a day of travel.
Oh my.
This is not good.
It is quite cold, and you find yourselves kind of grouping together most days and nights, just trying to keep warmth and not freeze.
Hmm.
Who would like to roll for the next day?
I'll go.
Okay.
5. I also got the hiccups all of a sudden.
The blizzard does eventually subside, and you have another day of relatively decent travel. And it is clear, as individuals are not passing wide open areas that you can see for miles. See mountains kind of cresting along the horizon. Several days' journey away, but you're on their path. Who would like to roll for the next day?
I'll go.
Okay.
Okay. 1.
Ooh. The blizzard kind of comes in waves, and while you saw the eye of the storm for a bit, there were clouds on the horizon. You lose another day of travel and gain a level of exhaustion for the next day.
My bad. Whoopsies.
This weather is not looking good.
Lepticus is just dead in the cart.
It's a rough journey. You've kind of had to go
We
through
got
some
all the
of your
good weather.
You just gotta roll.
Doing all the-
It's about a 50-50 chance.
You took all the good weather from us.
Who would like to roll for the next day?
I'll go since. Excuse me. It seems like we're going back and forth and all that. That is a 6.
Okay, once again, the blizzard's kind of in different pieces as the storm cell is waxing and waning across the different airwaves and the different jet streams and different paths. And much like your second day of travel, it clears up a bit and you can see further out and towards the horizon and towards your destination.
Nice.
Roll for back to ground zero. 5 more days.
I'm worried about rolling.
Mountain boat.
I can roll. If I'm rolling, I got a 3.
Okay.
We're just going up the D8 very slowly.
Soon you're gonna get basically I've seen all of them. The snow once again comes, but it's not as strong. Navigation's gonna be a bit more difficult today, but you know generally the path that you're on. You're still somewhat near Koritos, so let's just go ahead and roll me a survival check, Tanner.
I don't know why, but I feel this is somehow having to do with you.
Rabbit's feet have brought you incredible bad luck. I rolled a 14.
Okay, you are able to navigate for the day.
Yippee.
Takes a bit of aid from everyone who is in the cart as well, kind of helping you keep on pace, but you move forward. 13, the next day.
Hey. That is another 6.
The snow clears and... Ooh, roll me a d12, please.
Oh. Okay. Still got the hiccups. That is a 4.
4. Okay, roll me a perception check.
Okay. Gonna get that right here. That perception check's gonna be... Ooh, not good at perception. 9.
Okay. The day continues and you move forward into the journey.
Wouldn't it be crazy if we found some kind of flying ship? Sorry, error in my programming. I mean emotions.
You're more along the lines to encounter C1 or C2 rather than D5. Just
No.
although that would be rather hilarious to see how you guys try and attack that. For the next day, 1d8, please.
You got this, Lepticus.
Yep. Expect a 4.
4.
Oh, never mind. 7.
7.
Hey!
Jumping up a bit.
Roll me a d12, please.
Doe. 1.
A deer, a female deer.
I had a chance for greatness and I blew it.
It's okay. For the sake of brevity, this day is rather cold. the air bites as you're kind of moving around. But your caravan does get approached by a couple of raiders and bandits that you're able to quickly send running the other direction, dispatching them with weapons and spells. And it's your choice if you'd like to kill them outright, but they are mostly just low-level grunts who are looking for quick coin.
If they don't get anything from us, no point in pursuing.
Yeah.
And with that, we move on to the next day of the journey, next leg.
Okay, my roll.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Ooh, 8.
The day is not only clear, but the travel is swift. And you feel yourself moving with the wind in your backs. And you arrive at the Arakel Mountain in Site A1, or at or around Site A1. You see large bits of dotted campsites all across the mountain. Several on different striations and different levels, climbing upward, couple from large caves and mining complexes on the inside. It seems as though groups and troops of adventurers have made camps in this area for as long as this dig has been open. Just everyone keeping to themselves and trying to survive as best they could.
What was this town called again, real quick?
There is no official name for it, actually. It's just kind of a shanty town on the Arakel Mountain.
Gotcha.
Each group might have their own name for their campsite, but that would be entirely subjective and up to the individual explorers.
Okie doke.
And as you are here on the mountain, there are hundreds of people going in every different direction. The same goes for Miro, Gale, and the General. Hundreds of people going in every different direction. You see from your cart, Anase and the other individual, they kind of pick up their hoods and get off the cart and kind of head their own way once you reach your destination, paying off the carriage controller person, that guy. The name for the position escapes me at this moment. For Marrow, Gale, and General, the 3 soldiers who are with you, they move in their own direction, heading off, and you disembark from your carriage.
Coachman?
Coachman! That's the word. That's a word. That's a really
Got
good word.
it.
Yeah. Now
Sorry.
I can ask the entire party all at once. The mountain is yours. What would you like to do? Now, granted, you haven't all met each other, but you are in the same square couple miles.
Gotcha. So, shall we look for our compatriots soon to be?
I suppose we should.
Very well. And I'll start looking around for possibly a cleric. Maybe someone who can do range, and maybe another like up close fighter, or maybe even a magician of some kind.
There are definitely different troops that would kind of meet this. Several ogreish fellows, several trolls, a couple groups of humans, You see a group of people wearing very deep red and black garb with long weapons that kind of seem to have glass blades. Kind of form past you in a sort of a unit. They can kind of make their own way. There's this kind of motley crew of guy in white vest, a little bit of a blue guy, and very decked out golden individual. All humanoid, though the blue one's a little bit breezy. If you turn back the other way, you could probably meet up with Anais and her companion. Any of these individuals spark your fancy as you're kind of traveling around?
Based on our current needs, I would not recommend someone or a group of people that seem like they've been in a group for a long time. It could cause problems because they already have their own way of doing things, so it'd be difficult to incorporate them in with us too.
Good
Given
point.
that, I would suggest the three over there that seem to not have matching color schemes or height or race.
All right, let's start with them. Let's introduce
Hero.
ourselves.
Gale, Lepticus, 13, and General. Well, he's asleep in the cart, but it took a bit to wake him. Miro and Gale, these two individuals who are kind of wandering about, begin to kind of approach you. Medium height rabbit folk individual and kind of a very taller but sort of lanky individual that keeps most of their form concealed. Though occasionally you'll get glimpses of metals and mechanisms. What would you like to
Hail
do?
and well met.
Oh wait, should we talk now?
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention at all. What happened?
We met each other.
Couple of
We
weirdos
just
met
introduced
you guys.
ourselves.
Since
What's going on? I was taking a nap.
since
Look
you are
funny.
so since you are the crazy person in our wagon, what should we do?
What's happening here?
We're meeting some weirdos are approaching us. What should we
Hello,
do?
weirdos. How are you?
Hello.
Weird.
We're
I
gonna
mean, I'm weird, so
What brings all
rabbit.
of you out to these
I
places? I am.
like you. You're fuzzy.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, first thing first, my name is Pharaoh King Miro, and this
I'm
is
Gale.
Gale,
Hi.
and
The guy in the cart, he's
he's sleeping.
I was sleeping, but now I'm not. Hi.
Hello.
His name is Commander.
Yeah, that's Commander. He's
That's-
kind of an asshole. Doesn't usually have a dick drawn on his face. Now he does. It's quite funny.
Mm.
Well, and who are you guys?
I am number 13.
And
Hi,
I
me.
Interesting name.
That's a really. Are you like a robot?
No. I have a lot of armor on that I usually do not like taking off.
That
Lepticus
sounds
is just behind him.
suspiciously like what a robot would say.
Lepticus is just behind him, like furiously shaking his head, like doing the slash thing on the throat, like, duh, no, nah.
I'm just joshing with you. Mr. Robot Man, how's it going? My name's Gale. Welcome to the shit show.
Really quick, I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion to make it look like I am taking off a helmet and a human face with black tuft hair, brown eyes, and just a sort of cracked nose appears.
You know we can hear you, right?
Yes, I'm just saying what I'm doing. I'm not saying this out loud. I am describing
He
what
is
I'm doing.
describing the action that he's
I know.
doing.
Just
true. There is no verbal component. If Minor Illusion had a verbal component, I would think that'd be really funny.
It would.
Could be really funny.
This is like your street magic spell.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Hello.
what's happening with you guys? There's a ship back that way. We almost got
Oh
a
my
mountain
God.
boat.
Shut up, we don't talk about the ship anymore.
I wanted the mountain boat. It would be
Shut up.
awesome.
Shut up.
Imagine rolling up in that thing.
Don't bother these strangers with your weird fantasy. You broke it and you burned it, so shut up.
I didn't burn it. I wanted to, but we didn't.
Shut up.
Anyway,
We made the
we
right
are
choice.
currently yes. And I will mimic putting my helmet back on. Anyway. We are looking for compatriots to adventure around, at the moment.
How much you
Well, do
Because-
you read Sylvan?
Sadly I do not. Lepticus?
Hi, Robert.
I can read Sylvan.
Rabbit Man, do you read Sylvan?
Sylvan was the first language I've ever learned.
Awesome. I got a book. It's written in Sylvan. And it's like a floating city thing, which I'm trying to find where it goes.
We're gonna make a deal. If you can read that book and tell us what it contains, we're
I already
gonna
know what it contains. I got a librarian,
We
the
gotta
librarian,
we're gonna learn.
Bararin,
We can understand more. If you can read it, we can understand more.
Barian.
We're gonna join them. Okay?
Deal.
Book dude.
I agree before
Hey,
anyone can object.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at you ominously. Okay?
I'm trying to pronounce the word librarian and failing miserably and not paying attention.
Literally,
Librarian. Liberating.
I hop up onto the wagon that they're on, and I pull out that one map that I had gotten earlier.
Oh, hey, look, a map.
That's cool.
See that thing in the middle, Arakel?
What?
I point to the big mountain in the middle that says Arakel in big letters.
You are here.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Interesting.
crazy, huh?
Yeah. That where we is.
I have a new better map, but I'll let you continue. Okay.
I
Then
forgot why I jumped up here.
you jumped up here
okay.
to show something in the map.
Want to get
Oh,
higher?
yeah.
I can push you up high. Make you feel superior.
We want, what do we want?
I assumed you were going to decode the book or something?
Yeah, yeah.
Here you go.
Your
book.
is really bad. Are you sure you're up to it?
No, I'm fine. This map's written in common. You don't understand. This isn't indicative of my skills.
Here is book. It is written in Sylvan. Hand you the book.
Opens the book.
It's a complicated
I
and long
blink.
book.
You
I
don't
take
want me
5 minutes to
translate it
use the
on
bathroom.
spot, right?
No, I already know what's in it. It's just if you
Oh.
could read Sylvan, that would make it a lot easier because I don't have a
And
Librarian?
burn.
Okay.
and also we're gonna try to verify what this book will say, and also I'm curious about some of the stuff because I tried reading it before. I got some glimpses of like history and different things. So
There's a lot of history in this book. It's like if a journal was owned by someone who was like a maintenance worker. They were part of a flying city that could be from 300 years in the future or 300 years in the past. I can't remember.
the future part is I'm a bit suspicious about that, but
I mean,
for
that's how Sylvan is written.
But for now, if you know Sylvan, read it just to verify what you know.
Well, so long as the
See inside number 13's mind right now with everything you are all saying, just like tons of like matrix green text with just information just compounded like all at once, like overwhelming him.
Just WTF, 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 WTF.
Wow, key boy, chill.
Well,
Anyway,
Continue.
I'm trying to find where this
so
book
long as
goes.
the book doesn't set me on fire, I'll keep
Ooh,
reading it.
you got a trick book that got like fire on it? I see it.
Sort
No,
of.
we do not.
Oh, like fun books.
We
Found a book
saw
once.
one
It was in
though.
the middle of the woods, and it disintegrated as soon as I touched it. It wasn't even like old or anything. It's cool. I also ate a
Wow.
mushroom about three hours before that, so I don't know if it was real.
When you see anything, you just go and touch it.
It's
Oh my
the fun
god.
part.
Oh my god.
It seems that we have all been through a lot recently. Perhaps we should go.
This is the most amount of people I've talked to in like years.
Let's go
I'm
get
having a great
drinks.
time.
and discuss things in more not
I'm
outside.
surprised that you're
visual
even
area.
alive.
What's happening?
Yes.
We cold?
What?
Okay, so tonight we're gonna feast.
Yeah, we
For-
just went through the 9th frozen layer of hell, so
Well, you
We
guys
had pretty warm weather pretty much the entire time we were up here.
like for
Pretty
us,
much
we
nice.
had like the most amazing weather. We
Man, it was like a rainbow one day.
yeah we,
This-
okay.
Good for
you. Oh, that's great.
Do you remember, do you remember the feast that we had? It was amazing. Do you remember like
Yeah, it was like that bird that one time. A pretty
My
bird.
face and feet are the only things not in an ice cube.
you're just like your little arms is sticking out.
I'm like
Up
the
and
frozen
down the
baby.
bunny trail, hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way.
well, I'm gonna cast create food on water for them, Andy, if I can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for them to welcome our guest. And
Cast prestidigitation and makes a bonfire.
and also like, what does daylight?
Daylight.
That is very, very bright.
Yeah,
Like-
you basically create a miniature.
Create a small
star
sun.
that casts
sun.
light in all directions. Yeah.
But it doesn't
Blinding light.
kill anyone.
I'm sure it can be found in a way to kill someone, but
Well, I'm not gonna use it. Then I was gonna kill.
Daylight does damage, I think.
especially
Hey.
to creatures with sunlight hypersensitivity. But
Yeah, like
Well, I was
vampires
gonna
and
use it
stuff.
to make things warmer for you guys, but then
Let's make things warm. Ah! Oh gosh! Ah!
My eyes, my eyes.
My eyes, no!
nuclear fission for dummies.
You guys cold? Nuclear fission.
Well, as the evening grows on and on, the meal is enjoyed.
wait. Yeah, I'm sorry, Andy. Just
Oh,
a second.
good.
What does fast friend does?
Fast friends. That's kind of a mind control-y spell, where you
Yeah.
can coerce someone into believing that.
Basically, they
You are
become
the-
your friend.
Yeah.
Like an hour, I think.
Mhm.
Okay.
Like 10 minutes, I don't know.
I might use that later when certain someone comes online.
At the end of it, though, I believe they are made aware of your.
Yeah, they're very aware of
Shenanigans.
it.
Your shenaniganery does not last.
I know, but I'm gonna use it on certain someone when he comes back.
Anyway, do you guys have a donut?
Oh my god.
Donuts are good, I gotta ask. Got one?
I told you on our next time I'm gonna buy you a donut.
What is a donut?
That's a deal. I'll take you up on that deal. A
Well,
donut.
well,
It is a
people-
small pastry with a lot of sugar
We're
in it.
gonna make you eat a donut. I'm gonna invite you all for a donut.
Are there
Okay.
donuts included in your create food and water?
Is it included?
You can.
Okay,
Sure.
let's create donuts then.
Nice. I eat like 3.
Okay.
Maybe
New
8.
spell made. Create soda and donut.
Create soda and donuts.
Poor
So-
Jester
so-
didn't have that.
I think they ruled it as just like bread and water.
what kind of food that they want or drinks, and I create some stuff for my culture.
Yeah.
How about that?
Absolutely.
Fun.
So everyone bees happy, and the robot becomes happy.
Hmm. And
Mm.
discussions go on for many hours. But we'll have to pick up with those next time.
The next episode of
night.
that is
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
well, good game, guys.
Yeah!
Yeah, boomerang.
Finally,
So-
The
It's
party
not a
is
magic boomerang.
the party has assembled.
Almost
It
had a
only
mountain
took
boat.
4 sessions.
The
for after
unconscious
3
body of a man covered head
What
to toe in
a-
firearms
what
is being
party-
dragged on a rope.
I really like the both the two parties. One of them like got really destroyed, and like they had like a shit beginning per se, and me, Seth, and I
Aaron.
forgot him already.
Aaron.
Aaron,
It's the same as my.
The best time of our life. We're like chilling, trying to figure out how to fly a plane.
They're freezing to
They're
death.
freezing cold,
They're like
blistering in the
cold and
blizzard. Like, how'd that boat work?
like monsters and stuff, and we're just like chilling in our car.
How would this boat work? I want to figure out this mountain boat.
Yeah.
We have much to discuss relating to the boat.
He has
Guys,
been
I
on
don't
said
know
boat
about
before.
boat yet. Both of you don't know about the bot yet in the character, so
And I pretty much told them.
Anyway, I have to go. Good night.
Alright, Mr. Robot Man. Goodbye.
Adieu. Adieu.
See you
And
I
guys.
have to go as well, so I'll see you next week.
Mhm.
and I'll see you on Monday then.
Yep, see you on Monday.
Bye.
Bye.